started. Are we ready?
Yes,
How are you feeling?
All good.
Lively?
Jubilation.
Let's get started. This thing is sounding
Very creaky.
Well, if you move it.
It needs some oil.
Nah, this one needs WD-40. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to DBTHPodcast, aka Don't Believe the Hype Podcast. We are back again with episode 75. Brazy, every single time that we start talking about these numbers, I'm like, 75.
Yeah, going up there,
75 weeks. It's a long ass time.
75 weeks.
My God. All right, guys, welcome. Introductions? Let's get straight into it.
Of course, you have to.
Yes, we have to. I'm Kesi, aka Kesi Boogie in the cut. What the deal?
And it's Mr. Tariba, Shammy T.
That's it?
I'm no longer nasty.
Boring.
Really? Oh, that's it then. And it's Mr. MBT, the one and only.
That's it. And we are joined by a special guest.
Special guest.
Do you know what the thing is? Usually, when we do this, we're like, oh yeah, host or presenter or writer.
Yeah.
But it's bare stuff. So we're like, what do I even, should we just, what is that?
Multifaceted.
Yeah, multifaceted.
Like
yeah. Jack of all trades, if I do say so myself. Hey, we have Will Stowe in the building.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Yes,
sir.
man.
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Thank you so much, man. I love you guys' energy, man. You guys are on banter.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us on our episode. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Episode 75 sounds crazy, man. Congrats.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. Thank you so much. It's actually mental.
What are you guys going to do when you get to episode 100?
We're not sure.
We have to do a madness.
We'll do a madness.
We have to do a madness.
Champagne?
Champagne.
We already had champagne, though, haven't we?
No, we tried.
No. We got drunk on that.
We tried to get drunk. We got drunk once. Yeah, that was definitely one of the earlier episodes.
That was bad.
We were moving mad.
Childish.
Yeah, childish.
Childish.
I don't know if we'll do that again. Maybe a drink like after or something.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's something big though.
Yeah, no, but there is some. When's episode 100? Next year?
I think it's like February next year.
Oh, but we wanted to do something in December.
Yes.
Talk to you about that.
Cool.
We do.
Yes, cool. All right, sweet. Well, welcome, Mr. Will. Let's get straight into it. Really, I feel like we should just get straight into this episode because we've got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Let's get straight into it. All right, guys. You know it. You love it. It's time for your favorite tables trainers.
Trainers, tables. Watch out!
Brilliant.
Your hand's still shaking.
It's still shaking. Put your hand down, bro.
No, because we got some.
Yeah, we got some. We
table.
do have some heat in the building. I can't. Let me just be clear in it. Like, I'm not a sneakerhead, right? I've said this from the beginning of time. In it, I can't introduce these trainers by name. I can't.
Yeah, no. We'll
I
have
can
to
do
rely
one.
on you, Will. I'm
Yeah,
not
but the introductions are all you. So we're gonna have to start to the right of me. Oh, first of all, sorry. These are all pairs from Mr. Will, our very special guest. These are, we've asked him to bring. Did we ask for favorites?
Yeah, your favorites.
Favorites?
Yeah, these are my favorites. Yeah. These are my favorites.
Cool.
I can
Okay.
talk about these.
All right. Sweet. So let's walk ourselves through them. To the right of us, we have.
So starting from this side, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So you got the Nike ISPA drifter splits or split toe drifters. After that, you've got the.
No, we have to explain this one first. Let's
Okay,
explain
cool.
this one.
So the reason I picked this one, is I think that ISPA, which is like a line in Nike right now, stands for improvise, scavenge, protect and adapt, is the most innovative like line they have right now.
Right.
So I'm not sure if you guys seen like those Matthew Williams Road Warrior shoes.
I did.
The one that looks like a tractor.
Was that part of ISPA?
So it's like
That's a tractor.
the tooling of the what's it called, the sole.
So
It's come from that basically, but
Sick.
they
Right.
take like things like these are actually women's what do you call it, cargo pants. I'm not gonna lie, but they're from ISPA.
Sick.
But they're like really, really sick stuff, man. Like nice vests and all that kind of like utility kind of tech stuff, basically. But amazing shoe. I love a split toe shoe. Obviously,
Rift vibe.
do you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
It goes crazy.
Or a tabby, whichever one you like.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I know that everyone's on the Margiela Tabby at the
Did
moment.
you like them?
I love them. They're sick.
I
Yeah.
think they're cool.
I saw Getz wearing it at what's called the.
He was best dressed. I'm not gonna
Yo,
lie.
they look
No.
cold though.
No, when he wore it, I was like,
moose-
yeah,
the moose
they.
knuckle.
The
moose
Nah,
knuckle.
but the thing is, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the days, yeah, I had a pair of riffs in brown and brown and like mustard.
Brown and mustard, yeah, something like that.
People used to get on to me for those, man.
Really?
Yeah, but they took off
in
after
Essex,
that though.
people used to get on
But
to
you know
me.
what it is? I think it was like a proper like yardie
Shoe.
That and a
It
string
was.
vest.
And a string vest. Yep.
Yeah, like, shoes that I'm shocked that people love right now, because I feel like riffs are having like a resurgence when you can catch them. The Shocks had a moment for a second, but I was like, that's what my dad's mates used to wear.
Yeah.
Shocks are like, they were mad expensive, but nobody.
No one's checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's
I
checking.
heard that.
Over here anyway, because I know someone's going to tell me that they've been wearing it since.
We know.
Okay, pal.
Yeah.
Sigh. All right, let's move straight on to the left.
Oh, sorry. The
Yes.
last thing I was supposed to say. So there's embroidery on that, yeah?
Yeah.
I actually ripped them. Yeah. I did you can't even see it no more, but you see all that embroidery on them?
Yeah.
That's not how the shoe comes.
Swear.
Yeah. So basically, I was doing a live in Nike Town, and I ripped it on something really sharp. And I got a friend called Fred, who's an amazing
Shout out
pattern
Fred.
cutter.
Shout out to Fred.
Big him up. He's like, I reckon he's probably one of the best pattern cutters in the world. Like, he does amazing things like for movies and that, but he's really good at like hand embroidery stuff. And I gave it to him to just cover the rip, which it wasn't that big, but he ended up doing a madness. So
Oh,
That's
That
sick.
is sick.
I thought it came like
Yeah,
that.
that's how I
no,
thought it
it
came.
didn't.
Sick.
It didn't.
No, it's
It
cold.
Bro,
that was
that's cool.
that was what I was gonna say. That I like the most.
Yeah. I mean, the ode to the riffs
There's
is
that.
cool.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, to the middle we have
Cool.
these I actually know, but feel
Go
free
ahead,
to
go,
introduce.
go, go, go.
No. I feel like you should introduce. I'm shy. Thank you. Sorry.
All right, cool. We got an Air Max 1 Kiss of Death Clots. This is a very interesting pair for me because it takes me back to when my eyes were open to a lot of things in streetwear world. So this came out in 2006.
Yep.
But I only realized what they were around 2008, 2009.
Okay.
There's a shop in my area which no longer exists. It used to be called Meteors. It was on Bethnal Green Road. And this guy was basically, it was a resale store or like a consignment store, if you like. And I remember walking into there and seeing those particular shoes and thinking like, that's kind of hard that they got that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think before that there was like I think it was a women's only Air Force basically.
I was gonna say yeah, the clear Air Force,
which was really sick at the time. There was the only time I seen like a shoe that was like translucent, and I saw it said £600 on it, yeah.
Oh my
It
days.
this
was
is
a
like-
madness.
Yeah, it's like 2008, 2009, and I was like, rah, like this is how much this shoe cost. I didn't realize it was resale. I thought that was the retail for the shoe.
Okay.
Got it.
So I was like, damn man, like.
How am I gonna get this?
Yeah, how am I going to get these? I can't ask my mum, like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand. But I always went past that shop and looked at them all the time, knowing I wasn't going to buy them, basically. So when they came back out again, I was like, they're back, basically.
Yeah,
But obviously,
yeah.
as the years went on, I found out what they were, and I found out they actually was resale
Okay.
cost,
Yeah.
basically. But yeah, a legendary shoe. I mean,
Legendary.
Edson Chen's been doing some crazy things lately,
has.
and he always has been a legend as well.
What are your thoughts on the LD waffles?
I think the LD waffle is a great shoe. The silhouette, it's amazing to see like just like a waffle get that kind of love, and like Sakai did an amazing thing with the double stack and all that kind of stuff. I feel like people are maybe kind of, I don't know, I feel like the recent clots has given some more life with the colour. They're not gonna, I can't imagine that they're gonna bring back those original OG colours yet, basically, but things do run its course, and like people do get tired a little bit sometimes. Basically, like I hear people getting tired anyway, basically. But I'm into them. I like them. I think I like the Vapor Waffle better though, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a bit more of like
They both said that. I look, LD Waffle guy. LD Waffle, that is it.
Yeah.
That's me.
I like the
I'm
Vapor
that guy.
Waffle. It's like it's more of a crazy shoe, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what I said?
Exactly.
verbatim
No,
last week?
100%.
Alright,
I get where you guys are coming from.
Yeah.
I just love the LD Waffle.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
But I was
Yeah.
shocked the first time I ever saw the initial LD Waffle. I was like, this is mad. Like,
This
I
is
actually
crazy.
like the shoe,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. When Nike brought out, I was like, it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Like they actually
Got it right.
Yeah,
They
like
did something
for a
different.
while they've just been bringing out a lot of stuff, and I was like, I wanted something that was just mad different. That's what happened. But this trainer right here, was you gonna say something?
we was having that conversation online about just Sakai's journey, and I was saying like it's really interesting that they didn't carry on with the Air Max and the Dunk, because that's where it started initially with the laceless shoes, basically. But I don't know how that would have how the journey would have went if they carried on with that. It would be really interesting to see. Or if they would have done a double dunk, so I don't know, that would have been
That's it.
a bit mad.
No, do you know what it would have looked like? You know those dunks that had just come out, the one that they like to
the ambush
give
one,
for women.
ambush ones,
No, not the ambush ones. They're like the
Oh,
GR ones.
the Disrupt.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
The GR ones that are like high tops and there's just bare shit going on. That's what I feel like it would have looked like. That's neither here nor there though. I'll put the picture in.
But this trainer right here, I'm not gonna lie, similar to what you were saying, like I saw this trainer around 2009 and I was like, what is this trainer? It was purely for the fact that of the see-through bit. There was a point in time, even Converse did the see-through Converse. And I was like, that's it. I was like,
that's what I remember.
That was a problem. I was saying to myself, I need to get everything that's see-through. Just so I can show my socks. And then I saw this trainer. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Don't worry, I looked on the fake websites. They
couldn't find it nowhere. This was like a grail for me. And then when it came out again, I was like, am I gonna actually wear different color laces, socks? I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do it. But this is definitely a grail.
And the man are wearing it barefoot though.
I've seen that.
Barefoot. Why?
Let it all hang out. Yeah, it's not bad.
But do you know what? You can. Well, I'm not saying you should wear no socks. Definitely wear socks, people.
Yeah.
But
steamy.
I think the initial pair didn't have the perforated toe box, so it was full steam before.
My God.
Steam train.
So now they said we made some adjustments.
Let's get some activity.
Steamy toes, but like I don't know.
That's crazy.
Sauna. Look at that.
That's mad.
No, but those are cold. Those are cold.
So the pedestal.
The pedestal.
Yes, on the pedestal today we have.
So he's like the Air Max 95. That was funny still. I thought he was going to do it.
I wasn't, sorry.
So these are Air Max 95s in collaboration with Cole Studios out in New York. Shout out Ish and his team. Yeah, so this was a shoe. This is 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the initial pair was in that classic Nubuck Air Max 95
sick, yeah,
colorway. I heard it was a very limited release. This is something I've only just found out about this shoe. Very lucky the team actually gifted this to me.
Nice.
After I worked my ass off on Air Max Day. Shout them out.
Shout out to Ish and the team.
Shout out to the team.
No, do you know what? This my team that I work with, Sneakers team, actually bought this for me, which was like,
oh nice.
Shout out to the sneakers team.
Shout out to the
Which is
sneakers
really
team for sure.
So they grabbed them for me. But we had a show basically with him talking about it, and it was really nice to see another black man do something that level. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he's got other collabs with like George Cox, and he's done some amazing things, man. And like the message behind it, which I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not something that is burning desire of mine, and we should care about it. It's just climate change and like coral bleaching. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not something that I always think about. I like how that's like kind of been the inspiration of the
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it. Now that you're saying that, I can see it.
Do you know
So
what I
wait,
mean?
is this the pair that's crazy, that's pricey on stock?
The other one is, I don't know, I haven't seen this one on there, but
Okay.
to my knowledge, the release date got pushed back, basically.
Oh, so these haven't even come out yet?
They haven't come out
Oh,
yet.
man,
We
exclusive
have
for
an
you.
unreleased pair
It's
in the
actually the first
building.
unreleased pair that we've had.
Whichever one it is that I
Alright.
saw in StockX, whoever's trying to sell it, you're a crook.
What was
How
the
much are
price?
they?
It's
Yeah.
like
something
£3,000
ridiculous,
or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's probably the initial one.
Crook.
Wow.
Okay.
But they're still limited, so.
And so what?
It is what
What
it
it
is.
is, what it is, man.
And so what?
Yeah. What do you think all of these pairs have in common, if anything?
They're just mad creative, to be honest.
Very. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Especially with this one, with the DIY detailing.
Not the DIY now.
No, I like it. No, but it's just mad creative. Like every single one has got like a lot of color going on. It's like something that you wouldn't really normally see on a trainer, especially you wouldn't normally see people wearing Rifts until the Tabby came out.
Yeah.
See-through steamy toes is not really something you would see, and then seeing that many colors on a shoe is scary, but it works.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
actually works. So
Definitely.
Is that your bag then? Do you just like quirky?
I like colourful stuff. I do like classic. So like, I don't know if I got the
show the camera.
Hey,
Moabs on.
love
That's
it.
like simple colour.
That's basically unreleased because that's coming out.
I'm not going to lie to you. I am not going to lie
That's
to
two
you.
shoes.
I'm going to be honest.
You like them?
I've been watching them. I've been watching them. And even now, as you was doing this, and then you was talking about the bottoms, I was like,
No one cares about the chicken trousers. You care about the trainer.
I was like, I can do that. I can do.
You know what? Kesi's got on the CDG.
Yes.
Air Forces.
Yeah.
There was the same treatment for Moab on these as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which are really, really good. They're like quite. I mean, I think resale will knock you back like 300-400 maybe.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I mean,
is
but how much do they retail though?
They must have retailed. Oh no, do you know what? The com shoes are kind of spendy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. They're kind of expensive.
Yeah. So like the resale isn't that bad when you consider the retail.
The retail price.
Oh, you're talking about the CDG pair?
Yeah.
Oh, retail would be 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, retail would be 250. They don't play games with that one.
But
The
these,
CDG pairs.
Yeah, that one.
250.
That one. That was a bump.
CDG, they like
They
to.
don't play.
They raised the price.
They really like to.
raise the price.
Yeah.
Everyone like this.
But I feel like that is the reason why. Anyway, we need to end table show this.
Yeah,
But I
we
feel like that is the reason why. Because last week we were saying like we was talking about Sakai and like where we feel like there's been a slight demise.
Just say the death of Sakai.
I never said all of that, but I didn't say all of that. I felt like them constantly like regurgitating all like these LD waffles and like
The
just
nylon.
I just and like just bare collaborations that I wasn't 100 like I didn't necessarily believe in it that much. Yeah, but I was saying that in terms of like where I wanted Sakai to go, like I kind of felt like I would have loved them to go in a similar brand direction as CDG.
Yeah.
We made some similarities around it. And I was just saying, like, I wonder what it is about CDG, because for me, I feel like even though the resale on these are like 350,
Nothing crazy.
but that's like £150 over retail price.
You know what? Not all CDGs are like straight knockouts. Sometimes they like do go to sell. Like I managed to get 95 CDGs on sale, to be fair.
But that's even the point that I'm making. Like for me, I was like, in terms of like resell, these are one of the most expensive ones I've seen in a while. Generally, they sit for a long time. What are those trainers that I just saw? The black ones that I don't know the name of.
I don't even remember. But it's
The
got like
Kana something.
They're called
The Kana something.
the ones that just came out.
Oh, the carnivals.
Yeah, carnivals. So like those, I really really like. They're still
sale,
sitting. Like they're sitting there. Yeah.
150 right
yeah,
now.
I really like them. So that. Yeah. Like we was talking about, I can't remember why I brought this up actually, if I'm honest.
You're gonna basically say, because essentially what we decided, what we basically said last week was that because of the price of the CDGs, it was a shoe that wasn't accessible. Yes. And because CDG is like something you only see in Dover Street Market, it's like that really like avant-garde style.
Yeah.
You would normally put Sakai next to CDG like that.
Yeah.
So you would have thought
from
that
a fashion
Sakai,
perspective,
from a fashion perspective, yes.
Yeah.
You would have thought that Sakai would have gone down the same route and tried to elevate themselves above all other shoes. When they dropped the retail price to standard like 150, 140, 160, right? It became a lot more accessible. And then essentially it just gave what we feel Nike blind to just basically continue chucking out shoes.
That, and I feel like they were pushing collabs heavier than heaviest.
So
like
here's I don't know if this is like correct theory, but like, so you know Ray Kawakubo, who's like one, basically Junior and Cheetos are basically out of her school,
right?
Okay.
So I don't know if that's like a hierarchy thing of like,
I
don't know like, of how like just mindsets of like how she works. Like, you know, I'm pushing it slower, and Sakai is a bit more different because are they similar in age? Maybe younger brand maybe. Come out. So maybe that's what it is basically.
Oh man, you learn something new every day.
We have some insight.
I'm not gonna lie. Once again, I'm looking at that trainer. I can't do it.
Yeah, but they're not out yet. They're coming out soon.
I know, but I can't do it.
There's an opportunity.
Next week or this week?
I think it's this week. Is it this week?
Yeah, I feel like it's coming out. Like I've seen the rollout.
Is it tomorrow?
Lots of campaigns.
It might be. So before this episode comes out,
let me check this bloody app.
I can actually do it.
Before you check,
I can do it.
we got to end table trainers.
Yes, guys, that brings us to the end of Tables Trainers.
Trainers, tables, watch out!
Brilliant.
Damn, man, I can do it.
I can do it.
But yes, guys. Every week we come with the latest news about music, fashion, and everything that's going on in the culture. And where we're going to start off, because I am fully pissed off, is Bank Holiday weekend. Yeah?
Okay, let's talk about it.
Obviously, we spoke about it. We spoke about it briefly.
Mess up.
Let me just give you the long and short of it, yeah?
Mess up.
So, Monday was lit. For some people.
No, wait, let's go back.
not Monday.
Sunday.
Saturday was lit.
Wait,
Sunday was lit.
What happened on
Monday
Saturday?
was lit.
Okay,
I don't care. Something might happen.
No, Saturday didn't know.
Saturday was Saturday. We was resting.
Saturday was Saturday. Then went to one dinner.
But that's you two.
Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Sunday, you went to recess.
Yeah,
then Monday, you both went to DLT. Of course.
I was busy. I was in these fucking streets.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
She saw a full-on festival.
Yeah, it was brilliant. No, I was really shocked. Okay, so are we dissecting?
Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, my bank holiday was wasted.
Yeah,
okay.
same.
What is she doing that you guys are not doing? That's what
Can you imagine?
Let me imagine. Let me tell you. Yeah. Let me tell you what's actually happening here. Okay.
What?
No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
You're
it.
gonna call someone out.
No, I'm not gonna call anyone out. You know who you are if you listen to this podcast. But what it is that I'm just not quick. Because as a collective, DLT
It's just not quick.
DLT tickets.
Yeah, they sell out in seconds.
Wait,
you don't have a chance.
Imagine the time now is
it's not possible.
The time now is 6:23. It releases at 6:24. By 6:24, 20 seconds is gone.
Even by 6:23, it's sold out.
It's
sorry.
gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
And I think people are using bots.
I don't know how you do it. Like you
I
grab
said
them
personally,
tickets.
if I wasn't part of DLT, I would have made a bot and I'll go.
I hear it.
Look,
like, people are not using their brains. That's what I would have done.
That makes sense, you know.
Personally,
That's what I
no, it
would've
doesn't.
done.
Come on,
No,
guys,
you know,
come on.
You know how a baby catches the food. That's
Yeah,
what you take the
man.
tickets.
You think I'm joking?
DLT aren't playing.
Look,
at
all I'm gonna say is now that you said that, I want to go.
I'll see you.
Don't
See you soon.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no,
I will be there.
It's a joke, but no. So recess on Sunday.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It was, it was good. It was good. Thing is,
Big up recess, by the way.
big up
Big up
recess
recess.
every
And Jojo all
single
the
time.
time.
I say this on a regular. You know, I say it on a regular basis. Like the recess team, the no signal team, like they put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
And for them, like it's a culture thing. Like above all else, like we're doing it for the culture.
Yeah.
Enjoy what we're doing, man.
And that's why it was like when I saw David, I was like, oh man, like it was a really nice surprise. Do you know what I mean? Like it felt like it was like the result of a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
So it was really good. I had a really good time, and like obviously shutting down the whole of Box Park.
Both teams.
Both teams.
Recess
Both
teams.
teams.
Both teams.
Look,
The whole. When I say the whole of Box Park, the whole.
you know
of
what?
Box
Yeah.
Park.
What?
Wow.
Sorry to stop you there. What was the DLT last year? Was it last year or the year before?
You're thinking of December 2019.
Yeah.
But when So Solid performed,
The corridor one.
That
Yeah,
one?
That was mad.
it was crazy.
That one.
Yo, it looked like a movie for sure.
It was a movie. It
Yeah.
was.
It was.
I was there.
It
I just
felt-
wasn't
Oh,
drunk
yeah.
enough. I wasn't drunk enough.
You guys were there. I
I just
forgot.
wasn't drunk enough.
That one, yeah, I remember because there were so many people there. I went to the counter and they were like, "Oh, sorry, we're finished."
Drinks
I
are
was like,
done. Drinks are finished.
Look,
I told
Crazy.
someone, I was like, drinks were done early on that last
Bro,
day.
let me
Corridor.
tell you how sober I was.
I was in
yeah.
VIP
I
actually.
felt she was gone.
She was
She
enjoying
was
it,
in
man.
the mountains. Look, I came down those stairs. Yeah, I felt like I was in Belly. Came down those stairs.
How do
Yeah.
you want it?
Yeah, 100%.
And it was
I was
red-
like,
it was red-
Are you
It
ready?
was red lighted. I remember.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I was like, it's about to go.
It's about to go down. Then me and my,
Hey, you guys look good as well that
I
day,
said,
man.
"Look,
Yeah,
look,
that's how-
ready.
I was
Are
like,
you ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready.
I was like, tonight is the night. It's gonna be lit.
Oh,
And
man.
we went to go and get drinks now, and they said, sorry.
We only have
we're done.
Budweiser.
I'm telling you, we stood, yeah,
Security.
so sober. It's as if we came out of rehab, freshly out of rehab.
Meow.
We were standing there like street guards, and was like, yeah.
Yeah,
So when I saw
but that
this,
is it's just a result of the vibe, man.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's
No,
it. It's
exactly.
just
Vibe
it.
is a crazy vibe, man.
It's
Like, so
insane.
one of my mates, it was his first DLT on the weekend, and I came down the stairs, yeah, and he said to me, he was like, "Will, I can't get a drink," and I was like, "Bro, I can't lie to you. There's a couple bars, but my best advice here is get in the queue, yeah, and buy the nearest girls to the queue, to the front of the queue
A
drinks,
drink.
and then you get your drink as well.
Smart.
Yeah? Cool. I didn't see him for the rest of the night. Yeah, my boy texts our group in the morning and said, "Yo, my man woke up in A&E."
Oh no, no, that's not the way to do
I
it,
said, how?
sir.
He said, yeah. He said that basically he bought a bottle of Ray.
Oh.
And something like, I don't know if they said mixer was finished or he didn't have mixer, but they were just shutting it and he just woke up in A&E.
And you know Ray Nephew's like Venom. That
Big
thing,
mezzo.
Petrol,
take
man.
you
That
out.
thing is
Kerosene.
stripper,
Kerosene.
yeah.
Kerosene, for real.
Very bad.
Big kerosene. I mean,
Big
it's my drink of choice, but I'm Mexican. I'm not.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I
course,
mean?
of
I
course,
haven't
don't
got a
you?
death wish.
But
My God.
But the thing is, yeah, with DLT, because obviously I was watching it through several
Through
different
me.
people.
Come on.
Through Instagram for real.
Yeah. I
I'm
had a
not
good
gonna lie,
time.
yeah. When I heard Rem was gonna be there, yeah, I was like, because all she was playing for like a whole 2 weeks
Fucking
was
bounce,
was
man.
bounce.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah,
when I
sounds
saw it,
crazy.
When I saw that,
And I
yeah,
saw the booty bounce on the stage.
Anyway. No, I have to shout. There's one girl in particular.
No, she was funny
She
still.
was doing the robot
No,
to
but you know
booty
what?
bounce.
Do you know what's
bruv.
funny about that
Badang.
girl? Yeah, she
Yeah.
had a whole journey basically.
Yeah, I
did
saw
see.
it. I saw.
No.
So there was like a whole thing like she'd been scammed online for tickets.
Oh,
like it was a whole thing. Everyone was laughing at her because she couldn't get tickets. She was like, "Who's laughing now? I was on stage."
Oh,
Shout out to Rebel.
Shout at me now,
Yeah,
bitches.
shout at her. Is that why she had to do the robot?
When I, yeah, because she,
about to celebrate. Yeah.
she was like, all my enemies.
Yeah, absolutely. It's too funny, man. It was good, but it wasn't just Rema. Millions came out,
Millions
and my
came
guy,
out.
what's his name?
Ladipo.
That's the one.
Ladipo was there as well.
He was there as well. He did his verse on
You was saying
Feeling.
it.
It was good.
That's the thing. The night was so bad because I was watching. I deleted the app.
Yeah,
he
I
deleted
can't do
Instagram.
it hurt me to the core.
It
That I
hurt
wasn't
me.
there looking at the booty bounce.
Yeah.
It was a lot, but nah, I have to say shout out to you guys, man. DLT all
Yeah,
day, man.
every
You
single
guys
time.
have
Team, that's
brought it
crazy.
every single time. Even when the first one that we went to this year was the one in Canary Wharf when it was pouring outside.
Oh my!
Oh yeah.
That was scary though, because like that rain was mad. You know they evacuated
the shopping centre. We were in the car park and it was leaking.
I was in Canary Wharf shopping centre. They were like, "Why are you here?" I was like, "I was just trying to get out." It was like, "You need to clear off." Yeah, it was a whole thing. But the Blackwall Tunnel was flooded. It was that bad. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I had literally come out from that area and like they had just closed it down. It was a whole thing. So
it's insane. Like I've done events away from DLT, so I joined the team in 2018.
All right.
And like I know what rain does to people, even though when they're going inside.
Yeah.
Like people still come out regardless.
Shout
out to everyone that supports because it's mad.
We love it, man. Keep going.
I'm not gonna lie. Security on that day, they felt everyone's pain. They did their job. They did their job.
Shout out Oracle, they were sick.
No, they did their job. No. But wait.
Go on.
Shout out to the guy that threw my chewing gum in the bin.
That guy,
they can't keep doing that, man.
Because there was one security guard there. He was so cool. Like he was so cool, and obviously
they changed over.
They changed shift.
And I said, "Give me that gum, bro."
He was like, "What's that?" I was like, "My chewing gum. My mouth is gonna smell." He was like, "Nope."
Yeah, I was like, "Go, bro." But you can't. You're gonna mess up the floors.
I heard that.
It costs a lot of money. It's true.
Yeah, but obviously, shout out DLT every time.
You guys forgot to say one thing though, and
Tell
I don't
me.
know. Maybe it's a sign of what kind of fans you are. So, I saw Rema on Friday as well at Burner's concert.
Let's not talk about Burner Boy.
I think Burner Boy's concert, yeah.
So wait, hold on. Before you don't say anything, I need to understand what kind of music shows you've been to before I start judging you guys.
Let's go.
Well, you might not gonna lose this one, but that's fine anyway.
What do you mean? Wait, where I've been to musically?
What was the question you just asked, Will?
What music shows have you guys been to?
I'm gonna give it.
And
to
what
you.
makes a good show before I start judging you guys?
Let me give it to you right now. So I haven't been to as many as Kesi because Kesi's a connoisseur. But me, Tobi, you've been to quite a few. So
I've been to Bossy.
I'm probably the worst.
Okay,
but I've been to Afro Public.
Does that count as a music show?
Yeah, but I've got an opinion about it as well.
Afro Public.
Yeah.
Ari Lennox.
Epic, cool. I hear that. I wasn't there, but my boy told me she was epic.
It was
I trusted judgment.
It was amazing.
Does Afro Nation count?
Which one? Portugal?
Yeah,
I heard that was epic, so that's fine.
It was amazing.
That one was a movie.
Nah, about music shows though. Music shows, not festivals. Come on.
And Ghana. Look, you've been to Ghana.
No, but I've been to Ghana. But the thing is, that one counts because I saw Burna Boy, Wizkid.
Allow it. You cannot.
Jay Huss.
You cannot. Come on, man.
I had
so what? I went DLT. Is that a music show? Do me a favor, man. Come on.
Okay, wait. At Afro Nation, who was the best performance live?
Wizkid or Jay Huss?
No, it wasn't. It was Burna Boy.
Okay, cool. So, why was he the best live?
He's a good
he's a good performer.
Musically,
He's a great performer.
The band.
Yeah. The arrangement.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No.
Composers?
Oh, I don't think he's got his own band. He's got his own band. That would have been Wizkid.
Oh,
yeah.
Now, Burner's had the same band for time.
Really?
For time.
Performance-wise, he was good.
He did an amazing performance.
My feet were singed, but it was good sand.
Yeah.
But the reason why I don't like Burna Boy.
Yeah.
I don't like. That's harsh.
No. I'm gonna be.
All right.
Do you know what? I've had this conversation all week, and it's time for me to come out to the light.
I know what you're gonna say.
Burna Boy, his character, not great.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes. Bad vibes. The last album, I didn't like it.
Great, okay.
I didn't like it.
Did you like the last album?
I liked it, but I knew it wasn't going to be like a commercial.
Did you like the Naughty by Nature and that? Yeah.
I loved it, man. Do you know what? I grew up dancing to that song in like hall parties and stuff.
Okay, got it.
But there's no club bangers on that place, so I knew it was going to be that. Yeah.
Okay.
And do you know what? He had an assignment. I knew he just wanted to get the Grammy.
He just This is it.
That is the biggest. That is the biggest problem.
He had an assignment.
Yeah, it was very clear.
That was the biggest problem for me. Is that you just wanted to get the Grammy.
It wasn't about the music. It stopped being about the music.
It wasn't authentic.
I won't say it wasn't about the music. There was an assignment, though. I'll say that much. But he's produced better albums.
100%. 100%. If he got a Grammy for his last album,
he should have. I see that Grammy as for African Giant in my heart.
I hear that.
That makes so much sense.
And that's what it's been for a lot of artists. Like Nas didn't get.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. So like he's getting his Grammy for this random album. It's like, okay, we're just taking this as a win for like what you should have got.
I thought you was gonna say you didn't like his performance because I saw a lot of people.
Great performer.
Okay, cool. Because I was I was getting really like worried about people who were like, nah, this show ain't. I'm like, yo, this guy is probably one of the best African artists live.
Yeah, he's a great.
In terms of like, you know, sometimes he doesn't perform with his in-ear as well.
Yeah,
so on point with it, like 2 on point.
I think the issue is with me is when you're telling people that you send them your
thing.
No, what was it? The track list.
Yeah.
In his head, he's because do you know?
Look, you better follow this. If you
I know the reason why he does that.
You need to know.
He wants to protect his energy because I think he's the type of person that if he sees things are off,
that's what he did. Do you remember that video that time when he was like, "You're not encouraging me. Clear off."
No, and be real. Like if I was doing something and I saw that people were not rocking me, I'm not gonna lie, it's throwing me off.
If you watch his videos, it's like the rehearsals are militant.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They're not a joke. You don't. I think obviously you know his granddad managed fella and his mum. Exactly. So I think he takes that same energy. I think there's a famous interview where fella's like, you don't play music not to be played. Like I think he takes the same energy. Like he doesn't mess around with it. It's a serious thing to him.
Oh, he's worked this hard to get to where he is. So
yeah.
His performance did look good. I did enjoy his performance.
Yeah,
I personally didn't go good. The price threw me off at first.
That price is crazy.
It did throw me off. I think starting price.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I hear the price is crazy. Yeah, however, if a man has from the first, did you go to the first show when you know he was banned for the UK?
Yeah, when he came back, that was
first.
Yeah, in Brixton, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Since then, he hasn't declined in terms of live performances.
Yeah,
and he's always done so. In my head, I was like, not that it's to be compared, but like we see some American artists and like they charge those prices, and it's
That's
like,
fair.
and we don't complain.
You don't complain.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
I didn't compare with Gunna.
But Gunna wasn't expensive. But in terms of like Drake, like Billie Eilish is charging like 130.
What?
Like Drake is but you can't chat for Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is
Grammy.
I don't listen to her.
Yeah, Billie Eilish is clear. But in terms for me, my thing was definitely like, well, if we're charging based on prices, because Billie Eilish has like 17,000 Grammys.
It's insane.
And it's like crazy numbers. And you're charging the same price as Billie Eilish. That was my thing.
I hear you on that one.
That was my only thing. But whatever. I mean, more life to Burner and the people that win, it's not really my bag. How did we get here? We was talking about
music
it just
shows.
happened.
I said he brought out Rema.
Yes.
And I think that's when I knew, not that I was ever like doubting it, but he came out to Do Maybe, and then he played a second of Woman, and it was like, I think because of time they had to cut it short basically, and it went in, and he wasn't even saying anything. It was mad.
Yeah,
like, it was crazy.
I think one thing I will say about Rema, and I've been saying this for a while, he is a rock star.
Yeah.
You need to watch out for him.
He's going to be bigger than all the top three though.
I think so.
100%. He's coming out of the internet era.
The new generation.
You know, all these like cool. Wizkid is now Big Wiz, and he's no longer Sucker, Pakramo, Wiz all the time. He's not going to wine and waste it. Cool. These men have now they've now grown into these characters. Rema is just that person. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he dresses like us. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is who he is. So.
His energy,
he just needs a solid album.
Yeah,
no, he
that's
does.
it.
He does because he hasn't had any
pure
solid
EPs,
body.
hasn't
you know, the only like record that he has is called Compilation. It's just a compilation of all the singles that he has. It's actually called Compilation.
He's
it's
having
mess
fun.
up.
The thing is, I'm not gonna. At the start, I thought he was a one hit wonder.
For real?
Yeah, I did. After Do Maybe, I was like, what is this guy gonna do now?
Do you know what's so funny? Yeah, so like in the group, then they might deny it, but I'm gonna bait them up. The DJs and that, I was telling them, I was like, yo, this song's a banger. You know, they was like, no, whatever, man.
What, Do Maybe?
Yeah,
that
heard
tune
it.
It's crack.
I heard it outside, and it was like,
crack.
Actually,
it's mad, man.
It makes sense. But then I think it's because I don't know if you guys are following him early on Instagram. He used to have these strange freestyles where he had like a balaclava on.
I remember, and the ones in his car as well. They were a bit shaky.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, you could tell by his lyrics though, he doesn't really say anything.
Yeah, he's just the vibes. But his energy.
He's expressive. I'll give him that. He's very, very expressive. But it was funny when seeing like people like Don Jazzy, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's this freestyle stuff? So yeah, but big him up, man.
For sure.
He's amazing, and his performance at DLT was great.
Yeah,
and he performed a good few songs.
I can tell from the video.
Yeah, I had a good old time.
I wasn't there.
It is all. What's next on the news, bro? We've been on this for a while.
No, it was needed.
We had to, yeah.
Next on the list, Nike is suing everybody.
Yeah, man.
Nike is suing John Geiger for his trainers.
Yeah, so
what are your thoughts on that? Have you seen anything about that, Will?
I have to be careful what I talk about. I know. I have to be careful what I say. What I will say, I haven't paid attention to that, but I saw like the what's his name, Warren Lotus or Lotus. Is
that
Warren?
the one that brought out the Thunderbolt shoe?
Yeah,
or was it the other? I'm not sure.
It was the other one.
There's a load of them.
It's like a dunk kind of thing, basically. Yeah. His name's in my head, but it's going. But I know that they did put out that whole patent as well about like the Jordan ones and like whatever. So I don't know, man. It's part and parcel.
It is what it is, man.
As well.
Not still the design.
For Nike, it was due because too many people were just I think over the past like 3 years, too many people were taking a piss.
I don't think that's the issue because it's always been about. But I feel like it's got to a point where it's become bigger than the standard shoe. Like it got to a point when people started buying the shoe as if it's like original Jordan 1s or original Dunks, and it's like it got such a big name, and it's like you can't be like winning off of something that someone else has done like that. It's not right, personally.
Yeah.
Are you looking at it now?
Right. Yeah, no, I was just because John Gagger responded to the lawsuit.
Yeah. Oh, he was quite heated, I heard.
Yeah. So let me I'll quickly just read a little bit. So first and foremost, I feel like all right. First and foremost, I feel like Nike has been taking inspiration and benefiting off the hard work from myself and a lot of creators within the community for the past 10 years. I've remained quiet and have never spoken publicly because everyone within the sneaker community has spoken for me, but now Nike wants to use meritless claims and attack me as an entrepreneur. Being a designer who's built my namesake brand from the ground up the right way, I'm already built for the ups and downs and all the hate and scrutiny that comes with it. I'm preparing to fight this battle. Blah, blah, blah. I've been very clear that this is inspired by Nike and blah, 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 but better quality. And I've also created my own mold for the outsoles and branded blah, 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 blah. I'll be very vocal and open about what's happened from here on out. So, like, he's fighting the good fight for all the underdogs. That's his, like,
So, I think maybe something I could probably talk about more easily is there a fine line between inspiration and just copying?
Haven't we asked this question? I feel. Yeah. What did we conclude?
I don't even know.
I think it was more like my take has always been and still remains like creativity. Like everyone is inspired by everyone, and so these things are always really tricky, and it's hard to like take ownership on things like this. It's just tricky, innit? It's just a tricky situation.
Anyway.
Do you feel like don't answer? Just keep it cute.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's a clear copycat?
Yes.
We've spoken about it before though.
Yeah. The thing is, it does look very similar.
Mad
similar.
It does.
It does. Like it's almost a spitting image.
We'll see.
Moving on.
He can continue what he's in. Anyway.
More life to John.
More life to John.
More life to John.
And the underdogs.
Do your very best. Anyway, so as I said, we're talking about music now. We still are yet to figure out the name for the music segment.
Yes, for this segment, man.
So,
please.
anyone, if you know
help me,
the name,
please.
if you can give us a name for this, because you're going to force us to think of a name.
Yeah,
and it might just go music.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. it doesn't work.
Music.
Watch
What you?
The first thing on the list is Donda.
Donda.
Yeah.
Donda.
We'll get into that. Don't do that.
Sorry.
We'll get into that.
Sorry.
So, Kanye West has been trying to release Donda for like 5 years now. And he's officially released it now.
No, he didn't.
There's been some
it got released on accident.
Was it an accident?
Yeah,
they weren't supposed to release it. They weren't supposed to release it.
Supposedly
Kanye went out there and said we weren't supposed to release it. It wasn't ready yet.
Well, is he under Universal?
Yeah, Universal.
Yeah, so Universal were like, you're wasting our time with all your building houses in the stadium.
You're taking our money.
You're taking the
and we're getting nothing back.
We've already paid you your advance.
Yeah, we're gonna release this.
We're releasing this.
Yeah, we're gonna release this.
I think, personally, that's not wasn't ever about the music.
Yeah.
Because you see, he was doing dumb numbers on the merch.
Yeah,
Did you hear he made like 12 million off of those free shows?
Did you not see the queue for the merch?
Was it mad?
It was stupid.
Was it like the line that Yam?
I don't even know what the.
It was awful.
Yam can't really
My God, my days. Sorry, Yam Carnival. Next question. Right. Yes. Thoughts on the album? Do you like Kanye generally, Will?
I have a weird thing with Kanye, man. Sometimes it's just like, bro, keep quiet, man. And then some people are like, oh, he's got bipolar. I'm like, but
still keep quiet, bro.
You should still be held accountable for the things you say, especially when they cut deep with certain people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for real.
As well. But for the most part, Kanye does sick things, and we can't ever forget
legend.
the songs that we really loves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Family Business for me is like one of his greatest tunes.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
100%,
We're never
yeah.
getting that Kanye back again. But
No, never.
do you know what I mean? It is what it
Unfortunately,
is.
yeah.
Long
I thought
and
we
gone.
had a slight bit of him in this album, but
Yeah, no, I agree. What I will say though is I deleted that first song off my thing because.
But that's that
Donda
ritual.
Chant.
Yeah, I deleted it.
It sounds like a ritual, man. I
Brazy.
can't lie.
So apparently the word is that that the rhythm of that woman saying Donda was the heartbeat of his mum before she
died.
passed. So that's like the reason why. But I beg you can't say the same word that many times on the song.
Should
for
I be
me.
honest? Yeah, do you know why that doesn't fly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Are you guys Nigerian?
Yeah,
Cool.
Nigerian, yeah.
Cool. If this was in a Nollywood movie,
Yeah.
We would have said God forbid already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's take the emotion
out of there.
Yeah.
100%. I think the first 5 songs got taken out because they were all just
They were brazy.
with my soul. It was just that.
That's it. Yeah.
I didn't feel those ones. So
Yeah,
they
my
all got
spirit
chopped.
wasn't settled listening to
So
that.
I'm
at
not
all.
the only one because when I heard it, and I heard the first 5 Dondas, I was like,
I was like, all right,
so
let
you're
me hear a
trying
beat
to-
drop
you're-
now.
No, I was like, so you're trying to turn me into something?
Yeah, no, I'm scared.
You just might be turned to a chicken in your chair.
That's it. No, anyway, but next thing on the list, Western
Whoa,
release.
we
it's
can't
got
just
jump-
go
there's a
off.
lot of- there's a
Brother,
lot of
there's so
Kanye
much that happened.
shit.
First of all, did you listen to the album? Did you like the album?
I haven't got through it completely.
Because there are 75 songs.
I don't think you will. I don't think you will.
It's almost like Chris Brown's 100 music songs.
Relax.
That was hard though. That was hard.
I never got through that ever, and I
I
still
don't think I
won't.
still haven't. But
But what I heard, I think
that
it's a
jail
banger.
song sounded like a banger to me. But then there's a meme, yeah.
Of the remake.
Oh man, when they did it in like some kind of hood. And
Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Gotta go post my bail tonight.
I get out my head now. And I was like, dun, 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 dun. And now I think the song's crap now. Cause
Oh,
that guy,
got a jail tonight. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no, that video is
What I
joke.
will say though, there's some people on there who I think it should do wonders for their career. So like, apparently I didn't know Vori's been around for time, but like I believe he's a more like pleasant version of Playboy Carti.
I hear
don't
that.
hate Carti, but
Yeah.
I don't understand what he's saying half of the time.
Bro,
Fair.
I
That's
hate
fair.
Cardi.
That's fair. That's fair.
I hate him
Oh.
because
All I heard, what?
yeah.
What?
That's fair.
What?
When
That's
you
what I
yeah.
heard. Yeah.
When you I'm like, what the
Yeah.
heck is going on?
I don't
Like,
know what he's saying, but Vori sounds like a more like audio, like
Yeah,
pleasant
palatable
version.
version. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like Jay Electronica's verse was sick, and by the way, it was quite oxymoronic having him on that track that says Jesus is Lord when he's a 5%er,
yeah.
which is crazy. But like his verse was mad, like you can't take it away from him. Yeah, but really funny anyway. But then also, I feel like Kanye is a little, unless he did it before, but having locks on there, I don't know if that was a last thing after the verses.
I feel
or-
like it was.
yeah, he's a little bit.
I feel like it
clout
was.
chaser,
I
he's a
feel
little
like
bit
it
clouty,
was, man.
He's a little bit
Yeah,
clouty.
absolutely.
That
But
guy's
big
a
up
problem.
locks though for that.
Yeah. I mean, like for me, I just think there's just like, it's just so much scandal around like the album. And someone made a really interesting comment about like dedicating this album to his mother and then like having a bunch of misogynists on the songs, like having the baby on there.
So
and-
you know what's really interesting, yeah? I definitely agree like with that point. But one of my colleagues made a point, and like I grew up in church, and like my walk is for another show. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So, but he made a point. He was like, "Oh, Kanye always does like these really poignant things," and he was like, "Oh, he's gone on a journey." I think that gospel album to me is kind of disrespectful, but everyone's.
Boy.
That's a story for another
There's no story for another day.
Yeah.
Cool, but he's found God. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
You can't
more
tell-
like,
Well, so
more life to him,
sure.
yeah.
you can't say that he hasn't or hasn't, yeah. But he was like, he's found God. He's worked with different artists from different like sex backgrounds or whatever it is or whatever, and he's now got the baby and Marilyn Manson
Manson,
on there, and he was like, he said,
on there.
but he said he was like, you know, this is a sign of his like, you know, showing how the world should forgive basically and not cancel. And I was like, that's interesting. He was like, you shouldn't be defined by something he did before. Like, when are you able to show that you've grown from something and learnt basically?
But how do we know that they've grown or learned?
So that's my part as well. So I thought it was interesting. I like perspective,
Yeah, I like
but I was like,
perspective.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Should you be
No,
defined
man.
by like your decisions? for the rest of your life, like?
I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. I think maybe that, like that doesn't really fly with me.
No,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel,
But
no,
it's-
no,
yeah,
yeah, no,
I hear you on
it's
that one,
no.
yeah.
I see what you mean. It's an interesting perspective. Maybe I would like that. I would agree with that a bit more if there was like, you know, this idea of like forgiveness, if there was like like the level of like remorse.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's that.
Yeah, we can rule that out for the baby.
Yeah, please. Can I just, speaking of the baby, what did you guys think of his Essence freestyle?
Sick.
Oh.
No, you because I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, this podcast is gonna be a dud. We gotta lock it up for me.
Look, I heard it on Twitter. Yeah, I was like, you are trying to catch up with this song.
No. He said, do you know what? They can't catch me if I do Essence.
Yeah,
they can't touch me if I do Essence.
What's the numbers on YouTube for the video?
I don't know, but can I ask what Essence, WizKid Essence?
No.
The baby.
Let me check.
What I want to know is, why did he get like a YouTube SoundCloud version of the instrumental?
It wasn't the real
WizKid needs to sue this man
WizKid
immediately.
didn't approve of it.
But did you not see Ghostface Killer's version?
No, is it good?
Ghostface Killer's, I think Raekwon the Chef's on it as well.
Wow.
I can't hear it. I don't think I like it already. Is it good?
Okay.
It's just I was listening to it, but I wasn't. I was just still shocked
1.6
that they did
million
it.
views.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
He's not cancelled.
They got to clear that off YouTube, man. I can't lie, man. They got to clear that off YouTube.
Jesus. Okay, yeah,
But it
sorry.
was terrible.
Yeah, it was truly bad. All right. News? What else have we got?
Yeah.
Western, Be My Guest. That's the song.
Okay.
How's the song? The song ain't that great.
I thought it was good. It has
I didn't like
Joe
it.
Boy on it.
Joe Boy's epic.
I like Joe Boy a lot.
Joe Boy's
Fireboy's-
verse was
Fireboy's even more epic.
Doing bits.
it wasn't
Look.
great.
No?
No, Joe Boy's verse wasn't great, but the song as a whole was good. I mean, now that what's his name, Akel's back, we know Akel being back is not really that great for Western. But now that Akel's back,
Man, the Kel's hard.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Akel's good for what he is.
Let me be honest. Let me be so honest, yeah, because I've always been honest about Western. Hailey carries that song.
No, he does.
The chorus,
he
he
carries
does the
the
choruses.
group,
Yeah, he
period.
does the choruses very well. And
He's amazing. He's an
I
amazing
forgot
great
his name.
artist.
Well, I keep on forgetting that. It's
Louis Ray, yeah.
And he's actually, for me personally, become a really good rapper.
I
In
think
the
he's really
beginning,
good.
he wasn't great, but
Sorry,
now
can
he's worked on it.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I think with Louis Ray, obviously Western is a group and it's like not a boy band, but
Yeah, boy band.
almost on that.
yeah,
Almost on
Boy
that.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for what they've started off with, I don't think he can rap the way he wants to. If you listen to his
I hear
single
that.
stuff,
Yeah.
the boy can rap his ass
He
off.
can rap very well. He can. I heard
He
about
might
that,
slip
yeah.
in like better bars like into like the Western stuff here and there,
Yeah.
but by himself,
You can seriously.
Really?
he's like
Oh,
Louis
that's
Ray's
nice.
not a
That's
joke.
interesting.
Louis Ray's not a joke.
Yeah, because I've always said like he's not actually that bad.
No, he
I
dumbs
don't
it down.
make
He dumbs it down.
Dumbs
for
it
Western.
down.
He does,
Really?
definitely.
No,
And that's what frustrated me with the first few Western songs. It's like you're not doing what we know you can do.
That's
And
interesting.
he's starting to get a bit better for me, yeah. But I thought the song was good. I still got it on my phone. Put it that way.
No, the song is on my phone. I'm not gonna lie. The song's on my phone.
I'm gonna listen to it. I heard it. I'm gonna listen to it.
No,
Yeah, it's good.
Hailey's bit.
Sensational.
He doesn't miss
He
though.
can never
Doesn't miss.
do
misses.
wrong.
He never
can
misses
do
at
wrong.
all.
They're going places, really,
Yeah.
truly. I'll put it that way. Well, yeah. What's next? What's the next?
Next song is Baby Keem
Baby Kane.
and Kendrick Lamar. Family
Family
Ties.
Ties.
Wow.
Do you know what? I keep seeing
The video.
that scene with the limo, but I haven't actually heard the whole
Bro.
song.
Yo,
That song is fire.
It's a good song. It's
Yeah.
a really good song.
it's a really.
Do you
good
know
way
what it
to
is?
promote
Yeah,
the album.
my thing is because I feel like you guys don't agree with me. Yeah, but Baby Keem it must be because of where they live, but they sound so similar.
so they're
I couldn't tell
family, right?
difference.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Who
They're
did I
cousins.
say he sounds like? Because he doesn't sound like Kendrick.
He does sound like Kendrick.
He
No,
does.
he does.
He does.
I couldn't tell the
Really?
difference.
Flows the same. Yeah.
Yeah, he
no
does.
difference.
I can't remember about like one of these new rappers, but yeah, no, they sound the same. And Keem had a verse on one of the Donda songs. And I was like, is that Kendrick? Is that Kendrick?
He's not as lyrical as Kendrick.
Oh, of
but
course not,
He's
no.
basically Kendrick
Flow.
if Kendrick grew up in the internet.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like the that age of Playboy Carti and them, man. That is who Keem is. But yeah, I think the song is cold. You really like
Song
it.
is serious.
People don't like Kendrick's verse in it.
Why?
People don't
it
like
wasn't
Kendrick.
great. It wasn't great.
Who's people like these new lot or like?
Nah, do you know what? It's divided. You know,
internet.
I think it's a combination of like Kendrick's stands, the Section 80.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like all they want is like hippity hop, like that Kendrick.
It
Like
wasn't
they
great.
want and it's not that type of verse.
Kendrick's verse is
it's
really
just different. Like it's different in it. But Kendrick is Kendrick. Like to me, he can't do any wrong. Like so.
Oh, he did wrong on that song.
I don't think so. I think the verse is different. So when you listen to it, remember what I
Also,
said.
did he say it's his last TDE album coming out?
Yeah, it's
What do you
coming
think
out
it's gonna do
soon.
to the group?
Oh, let's see.
Daryl.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come from that.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
looking
lie.
forward to the album though.
I am.
No,
for sure.
same.
Looking
But
forward to the
Could
album.
be album of
massively.
year, you know.
no.
Well, hold on now.
Come on, let's listen to the song.
Certified Love
You
Boy's
saw
gonna
what
come
you
out too, so
we haven't even got to that yet. You just jump in.
Gotta jump.
But on that track, there was a drop. And when it dropped, in my head, I could
dropped
hit
a couple times. There were like 2 or 3 drops.
Was it
There were 2 or 3 beat
second one?
changes.
It was the
It'll
second drop.
probably the second drop.
Second drop.
You need to listen. It's a
Second
good
drop.
song.
Gunna should have been there. Wow.
Oh God, you
love
must
Gunna,
relax, man.
Gunna should have been on there.
You must.
Wait, hold on.
When he said it, I
Who's
was like,
better
I
for
can
you,
hear
Lil Baby or Gunna? Real quick.
Gunna.
No, do you know what? I hear what you're saying, yeah.
Gunna.
But I feel like it's so funny. I feel like Lil Baby and Gunna are the personification of the idiom of hard work beats talent.
It's true.
I genuinely
It is
believe
true.
because I think
100%.
in terms of Gunna's flow, voice, cadence, all of that, I feel like
Sensational.
Gunna's
I don't have like a
insane.
particular opinion, but I always hear people going
Lil
for
Baby.
Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Like you said, Lil Baby's
It's
work
hard
ethic.
work, brother.
Lord
He's
have
working.
Mercy.
Crazy.
He's
But
working.
songs.
that's the thing is like when you work hard, like hard work beats talent.
Every time.
He's always in people's ears.
You know,
Every
it's
time.
like that. I think it's testament for where he came from. You don't want to go back to
Yeah,
that.
man. He's
Yeah.
really not trying to go broke.
I am not
Like he
going
meant it.
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He really meant it, bro.
But Gunna, I'm not gonna lie, Gunna, you just
gotta
you're
work,
trying to
mate.
fail me. I
Yeah,
don't know what's
big
going on.
mess up.
But
Big
he
mess up.
lyrically, Gunna is ridiculous.
He dresses
Lyrically?
terribly though.
Yeah, no, I think he's lyrically. He's
That guy
Lyrics?
he dresses horribly though. We should talk about that at some point. He
that,
dresses horribly.
that
Let's
one.
open a dialogue. Do you know what that one is like?
No, because Kesi likes
I'm
how he
biased.
dresses.
I'm biased. I'm sorry.
It's good.
Do you know what I like about Gunna? No, do you know what I like? Let's do it.
Yeah,
today.
we're opening
Do you
it.
know what I
Let's
like
go.
about the way that Gunna dresses? Yeah.
The stack jeans.
No, fuck all of that. I don't.
Everything is tight
Nah.
hair.
Do you know what?
sound like-
First
they
of
sound
all,
like
the thing
Superman.
about Gunna that's so weird, yeah, is the way that he dresses. I can't work out whether he's big or small.
No, he's
He
tall.
keeps me
He's
on his
mad tall.
toes.
Really?
He's
Mad tall. So one of my boys used to work at End, and he said he was mad rude, like doing that.
Oh no!
Wow.
Gunna,
But
why?
yeah, he's mad big. He's tall. Like, yeah,
Because he
huge
wants to
guy.
be one eye.
No, see that I did.
so
I
how-
didn't
so
expect.
wait,
I thought
how-
he was like 5'9".
So how tall is Thug?
He's like
Thug
10
must
foot
be
2.
like- yeah, he's got to be 8 foot. Or something like that,
Man's out here just want Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
So crazy.
No, I didn't know that. You know, I just can't tell with Gunna. But the
That's
thing,
what you can't.
no, but the thing that I like about Gunna's dress sense is that
Be
it's
careful now.
individual. No, it's individual and it's intentional. I've always
Yeah,
said
I'll give him that,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
I'll give him
intentional.
that, yeah,
It's
yeah.
intentional.
Kesi?
I don't care what someone wears in it.
Kesi.
Take off your headset now.
No. Actually, first of all,
Why?
first of all, you man
No,
piss off.
no, no,
Let
that's
me
your
finish
bad.
my sentence.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
Why are you like cutting me off?
Finish,
What's
finish,
going on
finish,
here?
finish, finish,
Listen,
finish,
what
finish.
I'm gonna say, yeah, is that even though I don't like the clothes in it, he wore one translucent Dior vest the other day. That was crazy, but it's intentional.
He
like,
owned it.
He owned it. That's what I love. You can't vote it,
Yeah,
man.
and it's just like Jeffrey. Jeffrey owns it. Whatever.
Who's
he
Jeffrey?
went.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
yeah, and I'm not mad at it.
No,
Like, it's
he
crazy.
can't dress as well. But the thing
Oh.
is with Gunna, yeah, Gunna is not intentional. Gunna is like a lot of people in this day and age. Blue hat, blue top, blue jeans, blue shoe.
No, he
I've
doesn't
done
do
it.
that all the
He looks
time,
like
man.
a Crayola box.
Anyway,
he has a lot of misses and he has some hits.
Yeah,
a lot of them
yeah.
are misses.
90% miss.
But he owns his shit.
He
Like,
owns
that's
it,
what
he owns
that's
it.
what I
Yeah,
like
he
about
does.
him in it.
He
So
does. All right,
give him a break. Thank you.
Anyway,
should we round up before we get to
next
the main
thing on
topic?
the list, yeah, certified lover boy. Certified.
Wait, how long have we been recording for already?
Hour, no, but wait. But
We
remember,
got time. We got
but
time.
we're recording for an hour and a half.
Yeah, we got time today. man.
Certified
Great time.
special guest.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Please,
Certified Lover Boy. Sorry.
Certified lover boy.
Yes,
Yeah?
out tomorrow. I'm
CLB.
very excited. By the time this episode comes out, I would have already been in my feelings and 3 months pregnant, apparently. And that's what Drake wants. And that's what I'm here for. I'm so excited.
The thing is, yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because the thing is, yeah.
Said, hold on now.
Do you know what's so mad is because the way he's marketed this year,
Oh, it's too cold.
he is a genius.
I'm
And the
so
thing is,
excited.
Can I tell you what I loved? I feel like he was playing a game. I think he was waiting for that Kanye album to drop.
Yeah,
So that he could drop.
Just pull the rug out from under him. Like,
he's
look,
a- he's a petty boy
You
like
had
that,
your
you know?
weak
He's a
part.
petty
Look,
guy,
you ain't gonna
man.
have it for too long. And like, that's exactly what's happened
I
because
feel like Kanye's the only person that gets in his head though.
yeah, for sure.
Of course, if someone puts my address, I'll definitely be here.
No, you have to.
I'm in your head.
And
No, I
I
hear
really
it.
feel like Kanye was the person that fed that information to Pusha T about his kid.
Oh, absolutely.
It's guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Guys, you know he's got a kid.
Sorry,
with him, right?
by the way, hey,
He's got a secret kid. with him.
It wasn't even like that. They were in the studio. Him and Pusha T were in the studio. It's like, like this
yeah,
guy's got
add
a
that
kid.
to the lyrics.
You know, Charles the Rapper was in the back to you. So Charles, sit your ass down.
No, I'm excited.
Don't stand up.
I'm excited about these features as well. Have you heard the features? So they put out like all these billboards of who's going to be doing whatever. Yeah. So in Chicago, they've said, "Hey, Chicago, Smirkers on CLB." So that's Lil Durk. New York, this is the one that spun me. I'll do that last. So they've also got in Nigeria, Thames is going to be featuring.
I'm so happy for her.
massive. Hey Atlanta, Slime, Pluto, Savage, and Baby are on CLB.
Wow.
No Gunner. Don't know why.
No, but
That's
Slime.
fine.
What is that?
Young
Thug?
Thug.
Thug.
Oh, Dung.
Who said that? Come over here and fight me. Come over here and fight me.
But yeah, they got. He's also
Toby,
got,
excuse me.
I can't
Michael. All right, then.
I heard that. I was like, what's going on there?
He's got,
Don't know what happened. Cat got my tongue.
Is it Givian? Givian's on there as well.
Givian and Ty Dolla $ign are going to
Ty
be
Dolla
featuring, and some people, Yebba and Project Power. I don't know who them man are.
Yebba is cold.
Really?
Yebba is cold. So
Okay.
I don't know if I'm getting it wrong, if she's definitely from gospel background, but vocally up there.
Really?
Epic. Unassuming like white woman, like her vocals are insane.
Oh,
Really?
Vocals are insane.
I'm
Well,
ready to hear
damn.
that.
And also, finally, so Hey New York, the GOAT is on CLB. Like
Jay-Z.
this, yeah, this is the one that like everyone's been debating about who it is.
Jay-Z for sure.
Why?
I don't think
Go-
you can
is
call
Go-
it.
who
Yeah,
else?
New York. I don't think you can. Well, people are saying it's Nicki,
I would have said
but,
Nicki Minaj.
but you can't, I don't know. Is it rude to call someone that's not Jay-Z from New York the GOAT? Like,
He is the GOAT of New York. He is. Nicki isn't a GOAT.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
she-
Drake,
she
but
is a GOAT.
she's a GOAT in her own right, and I
Okay.
don't want you to do that
No,
today.
no. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But if you really look at hierarchy, and I'm not talking about.
Don't do this today now.
No, because I know you're gonna bring the masculine and feminine. I don't want to bring that.
Trust me.
What
you
I'm
saying
trying
Jay
to
versus Nicki? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say any. I didn't say anything. What I'm
You're
saying
not
is,
saying that.
no, I wasn't gonna say.
pound,
Will, come
pound.
on.
Look,
Excuse me, Michael.
listen. Pound for pound, round for round. Who's gonna win?
I wasn't putting them against each other. There's no point in me even doing that.
At least
but
you know.
what I'm saying, excuse me, Toby, don't actually get me mad here today. But what I'm saying is that Nicki Minaj is a GOAT in her
She
own
is,
right,
100%.
and Drake has called her a GOAT
Yeah,
many
exactly.
a time.
And he's
So
more
I'm
related
thinking,
to Drake than
yeah,
Jay-Z.
exactly. And I feel like
It could be
unless
Nicki.
I know he's the Petty Master 3000, yeah. But getting Jay-Z on an album right
Like
now.
how they took
But
him off.
did you not have him on Pound Cake though?
Yeah, but that was like.
Yeah, but
them two
right now
versing
we've
each
got
other, like, that was
context.
a bit weird,
Yeah,
innit?
we got a bit of context now. Like
Really?
Kanye,
Yeah, I feel like that was a
Kanye's-
competition on the track. Like,
Yeah.
which
I
happens
was-
obviously.
Who do you think spun who on that song?
Oh,
Jay-Z's lyrics were ridiculous.
What cake?
Understand?
Alright.
Elementary.
Alright. Upside
I
down
will
cake. Alright, cool.
Fight you
I
A
today.
pound cake.
I feel like now you said that, I feel like it's Nicki actually. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like it's too easy to.
It's yeah. I don't.
That's the
I
icing
know
on the
he's
cake.
petty.
When was the last time him and Nicki got? Was it butter? What's it called?
Truffle
Truffle
Bar, but
Bar,
no,
yeah.
it was after that they did. She had Seeing Green on her new.
Okay.
That when she brought back the old album.
You know I
he was
don't
on
listen
that.
to
He
Nicki
featured
like
on
that.
that. Yeah, Seeing Green. That was a cold verse, but it was just very unnecessary. Like it was just random. So yeah, it'll be nice to hear hear her again on this album. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So you think it's her?
Yeah,
I think it could be
and
actually
I
now.
really
Now
don't
you
want to
put it
hear
out there.
Jay-Z. Like, I really don't.
It could be Diddy.
That's
Which
funny.
goat?
That is funny.
I'm joking. That was a very
Can you
bad
bloody
joke.
imagine?
That
I
was
think
a
on
very
that
bad
basis, it's definitely main topic time.
Yeah. Let's round
that
up.
was a very
But yeah,
bad
I'm
joke.
excited. It's coming out tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Piriana.
All right, let's get to the main topic.
Sorry, one more question.
What?
Thoughts on the Drake Air Forces? The CLB Air Forces?
I quite like the subtleness to it. Do you know what I mean?
I need
there's
3 pairs.
You need
Why
3
not?
pairs.
The 3 pers. Yeah.
That
I feel like
level,
that's funny
brother.
still. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's sometimes with like these collabs, there's only so much you can do that hasn't been done before, and I think that's something enough. I like them. If I got a chance to get them, I'll get them.
I love
Gross.
them. If
Yeah.
you get a chance,
I'm not gonna lie.
size 6
I was cussing them, but
They're insane.
they're lovely, man.
I
They're
just
insane.
like the subtle changes, like the ridges that on the front of the
Yeah.
shoe. And
Yeah,
stuff
the
like that. I thought it was
hearts
just cool.
and
But
yeah, I'm an Air Force baby, so. You know what I mean, like, tell them and them. You know what I mean, size 6. Thanks. Main topic time.
Yeah, man.
Main topic
main
time,
topic.
guys.
Thanks.
Sorry it took so long for us to get here.
No, but it's been a great conversation.
It's been a
Yes,
great conversation.
amazing.
I really wasn't ready to cut it short because I can talk about Drake forever. Cool. So many of you guys might already know Will for the work that he does with Nike and sneakers, but the whole purpose of today's conversation is to talk about all the other things that like we get into that
Yeah.
we don't manage to get into and like what that means for us and stuff like that. Obviously the episode's called Jack of All Trades, and like I said, you might know Will for his work with Nike and sneakers, but he's a very busy man doing busy things.
Multifaceted.
Multifaceted. So Will, do you want to summarize some of the things that you do? We spoke about DLT, but feel free to expand.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say like, you know, the things that are probably more known for now, like sneakers, and like I don't think a lot of people know I'm involved in DLT. These are all newer things basically. But before this, I had a very, very extensive time in retail, and I'll be honest with you, I loved it.
Me
Bro,
too.
I loved it as well, you know.
I love retail.
Retail's amazing.
Yeah.
Where did you work?
So I worked. Oh, where didn't I work, man? I worked at Abercrombie and Fitch for a while. I worked at Hollister for a while.
Wow, how did you work without the lights? Because
Man, it was so one day I remember I think it was like a doctor came in one time into Abercrombie, and she was like, you know, if you work under these conditions for long enough, like, you will go deaf. Because of how loud the music is, and something to do with like the amount of how much because they had like a perfume dispenser, basically. She said some crazy thing anyway, but I was only working there part time, so I was like, not me.
I'll be safe.
So it was that was interesting, because it was just like there was a whole load of things going wrong in that place. But I was there part time. I also worked at this crazy place called The Sting, which I still think was like a drug front. Like, they took over like this massive part of like I think it used to be HMV basically, and they were from Holland, and like it just like the brands they had were their own, but it didn't make sense, and like the pay at the time was like quite good, and I was like, this is just
this is
too good to be true. Yeah.
I worked at Calvin Klein, worked at J. Crew, did Lecoq Sportif, worked at Grenson. The final stops were, there's a shop across the road from SNS now. It wasn't there initially before it was there before SNS, called Present, not Represent, Present.
Okay.
So Present, the founder of Present is absolute legend, this guy called Eddie Prendergrass, absolute madman at the same time as well. He's responsible for Duffer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Duffer, like, in terms of like the people in the store of Duffer, legendary characters in terms of British fashion, and like them bringing over like trainers to the UK in terms of like not like they weren't trainers, but like sneakers that people were really onto at the time as well. From the school of Duffer, you have people like what's his name again? The guy who's founded a number of names, I remember his name in a bit, and the number of names basically brought over Bape and BBC to the UK.
Oh wow, yeah.
With like Yoon, and like there was a brand called Benwood and the Heartbreakers as well, which I don't think exists anymore. So just some legendary characters came out of that place, but in that store on Shoreditch High Street, that was the spot. Like we had Capital in there, we had Stone Island in there, we had obscure brands like Vitra and Orsaval, and
that's what we love.
do you know what I mean? It was like a really, really sick store, like top level. And I learned a lot in there. I remember I used to come in there just to like ask questions and that, and I finally got to work in there for a friend of mine.
Nice.
And that was like a crash course, and I saw everybody come through there. Like I've seen Virgil come in there with his hood up and like, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and like whole teams of different design people, because what would happen is different stores and different design teams would come in and take pictures of stuff.
Take notes.
Because the buyers are really good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we had this like no picture policy, and like sometimes it got a bit wild, like telling people to I never got into it that much, but I'd just be like, look, don't take pictures. But some others would like literally tell people to fuck off. And like, it was that kind of store where like people would be like, I'm telling your manager, they'd be like, yeah, go on. Because nothing was going to happen to you. It was like a little club. It was nice, man. Do you know what I mean? It had ups and downs, but I learned a lot in that place. So then from there, I was writing. I think I've been writing poetry since I was like 16. And I started off in the church basically. And it was all like gospel based. But then like everything I was writing about was like to do with myself in it basically, and reflection on like my walk and how things were. But a lot of it was like quite it was like documenting kind of thing basically. So I don't know, like carried on, and then like when I got to Present, I started doing this thing on Instagram called Words by Stowe, which is still there. And like I was just, I don't know who told me to do it. Someone said, why don't you do like a text of like short pieces basically and put it out there? And to anyone who's like doing anything, like I think before you try and work with someone, try and make a portfolio of your own, no matter what it is. Like you never know who's watching. So there was this agency called Superimpose who was about at the time, and they had kind of just kicked off at the time, and then they were looking for a copywriter for this Adidas party project. Yeah. And it's so funny. I think I must have been like, maybe I was like 24 or 25 or something like that. I didn't know what copywriting meant. Yeah.
Same.
But then but they said to me, they was like, can you write? He was like, can you write poetry? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, so you could do copy. So then I was still like quite naive, and in my head I was thinking, I'm gonna get 3 Adidas trainers. So then I started writing it now, and I'd finished it, and he was like, send me your day rate. And I was like, day rate? What do you mean day rate? So he was like, send your price. So I had to like ask around, like, what's the like right day rate? And I finally got to it, and it was a nice chunk of money at the time basically. And that just kind of like opened up. So then they made me a creative strategist there as well. There's like poet as well. So I worked on different projects while I was there. They did some amazing work with like Childish Gambino. They did a lot of stuff with drinks brands, but mainly for Adidas as well. And then from there, I started writing with Drop Day, and like I already loved product already. Like I really, really love, like I'm a sucker for brand stories. Do you know what I mean? So it was like a nice opportunity to kind of know where I could go with the writing and what I liked as well. So that wasn't exactly my forte. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't very good at it, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Like the first few ones were like kind of spicy, but after that it started getting a bit bland. So I was like, Will, maybe you're not so good at this copy stuff basically. But then there was like an agency that came out of that basically called Generation Work. So they made me a producer and things like that as well. So started doing that, and then like along the way there was just a lot of mad things happening. Like guy I know, well, his name's Neil Appiah, but his real name is Neil Appiah, but his stage name is AAA. I've known Triple since he was like 10. Our families have been like in each other's areas for time, and like I'd gone uni and he'd been like making a name for himself as a DJ. And when I came back, I was like in this kind of like it's like a little bit of a niche. It was a niche scene at the time, I would say. It's now open, and it was a little bit cliquey. So like creatives and like different parties and all that kind of stuff or whatever. So started getting invited to different places. So like
what
you'll go to like a brand party, and I'm hearing people DJ, and I'm like, you're not good.
You're not slapping.
You don't bang.
Yeah, you don't bang. But like, if you just follow what Insta says, you're the best DJ in the world. Like,
Right.
do you know what I mean? So then I remember speaking to him. I was like, bro, I feel like you should slightly step away from like some of these like a little bit sketchy hood events, and then like come into here. Not saying you should stop because it's bread and butter, but there's money here. Like I think he took a peek at one and he was like, these people dress weird, man. I'm not down. And I was like, all right, cool. So then he went to one himself. And I think he found out how much someone got paid, and he was like, "Yo,
boy, jump ship."
I'm down again. Sorry.
So then he was like, "Oh, can you manage me?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm barely managing my own life. Like, I don't know what you want me to do." So we just went on it and we did it. And like, I brought my boy Aura along, shout out Aura. And like, we had a hit list of like, we wanted to do a boiler room, we wanted to do Living Proof, we wanted to do a couple branded events, and like, we basically hit everything in a year, and it was like, it was so mad. Like, it was like stroke of luck, basically.
Shout out AAA, man.
Shout out AAA every time. He's genuinely one of my favorites.
Yo, like he has created moments.
He's a magician, man.
Yeah.
I didn't make Metro Fest, I missed it, but we won't talk about that too much.
Let's not.
But basically, MK from DLT keeps saying that AAA, he said the room was empty. When AAA started, he said he went for like 10 minutes and came back and it was full of people.
Wow.
Like he said it was mad.
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah.
He's absolutely amazing. That's mad.
The one thing that you highlighted in your story, which I loved and I've heard quite a few times recently, was how you've just fallen into this.
Yeah, bro. There was no
like there's no plan to it. Like
there was no plan.
It's just something where obviously AAA just asked you like, would you be a manager? And you're like, it's either I do it or not. Like I take the jump or not, basically. And that's amazing. Like that's something that people need to actually hear a lot, because I feel like a lot of people are like too scared to go into something because it's not something where either they're not known for or it's not one of the main things that they do. Like you might have a little creative project on the side, you're not too sure if you should do it, but just fall into it and jump into see what happens, really. Yeah.
So do you feel like, based off of like all the things that you've mentioned, do you believe in the term jack of all trades, master of none?
Like I do. And like I'll say, for a long time, like there was a period where I was doing loads of different things, and I couldn't really tell anyone exactly what it was I did, basically. But I knew that I was like down to just graft, basically. Which is a good thing, But you need to work smart as well. Like, and I'm saying this from like working dumbly. Like there was a period in that whole story where I was working, and not to like come with some X Factor story, I was basically working 3 jobs across 7 days. I had no days off. I did it for like about 9 months, and I still managed to go to DLT on Sunday before I joined the team. So I go after my shift. It was mad. Like I think I got delirious a lot of times as well. So like you kind of need to. It's good to specialize in and knowing what you're doing, but at the same time, I wouldn't change it, because I feel like it birthed a lot of great things as well. And I kind of knew my measure and like what I needed to do along the way, basically. And there's things that, you know, some people might have thought, why are you doing that for? Which is paid off now. Do you get what I'm saying?
100.
And I think for the most part, what I've learned, and I hate the word networking, so I won't use that, but I've met a lot of people and I kept a lot of relationships, and I feel like a lot of the times, your relationships and character will take you further than where skill will take you.
For sure. Every time.
Yeah.
Every single time. I was saying this the other day, because I feel like some of the things that I've like found myself in was literally just off the back of like me knowing someone respecting me, and then they're saying, okay, I feel like you'll be good for XYZ, and then they see all the other things that you can do.
Exactly.
So one of like a good example is when I was in college, so I used to do media, but like I'm a writer by nature, like I can write quite well. And so I was in media. My media teacher, who's now like my really, really good friend, she's maybe like 8 or 9 years older than me. We were just boys in college. Like, you just had like a good friendship. And then how many years later, maybe, so we started using this studio last year.
Yeah.
Turns out she's like best friends with the founder. And we linked up here at the studio, literally in the lounge. Exactly. Like, we're crying tears, talking about, oh my God, it's been 10 years, it's been 10 years. The amount of opportunities that she slid my way just off the back of knowing my character, seeing the things that you have available. And as well, also, I think that came from, so there was like a writing gig that she like tried to pattern for me. And that was off the back of me just saying one day, like,
let me just do it.
Let me just fucking write. Like, I know how to write. So I am a copywriter, or I used to be a copywriter.
Why did you say you used to be?
Because I'm not a copywriter anymore by trade. By trade, I'm a comms manager, but in terms of like copy, well, I suppose I am a copywriter. I'm still a copywriter.
Never stop writing.
Yeah, I'm a writer. Like, I am a writer.
There's money.
I'm seeing. I didn't deep it.
I'm not gonna lie. There was one point in time here when I noticed that copywriting was like a high paying skill.
He said, "Well, goddamn, let me see what's going on."
I was like, let me jump in, but I'm not gonna lie. My copywriting skills are.
Yeah, and I think for me, it was like my thing was like, so I started writing literally when you was telling us, I was like, oh my God, this is me. I literally started doing that. Started with spoken word, then like just writing like poetry, Tumblr and that, like, you know, that sort of stuff. And then I studied English at uni, and then I did writing as a job. I didn't know what copywriting was either, and the recruiter was like, "This could work." I was like, "Cool, say no more." And then I started doing that, and then last year, you know, pandemic, I just like opened a Medium account, just like started writing, like putting down my thoughts and stuff. That was literally what landed me the first writing gig I got, because they were like, "Oh, so you write? Okay, sick. We need someone like you with a personality that can do X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z." And that's how these things come about.
Honestly, I think for people, I don't know where you guys are from, so I don't want to assume, but I'm from Hackney. So for people like myself, there's a lot of things that you could do naturally that you just don't know the title for.
Bro, this is it.
And I think it's just like down to environments and being exposed to these things, basically.
100%.
Do you know what? That's what I was actually going to say, because obviously hearing both of your stories and where you've come from, it's like, if I compare your story to our story, like the areas that you guys were in, like, tell me whether I'm wrong, like, I felt like it was more easier for you guys to be around certain people or the networks that you're around.
Yeah, so it's a bit of both. So like, because of the gentrification in Hackney and kind of generally what I like, so like my mum and my mum's brother, they love clothes. Yeah. Basically, like they like, my mum's brother worked on like High Street Ken and like designer stores and that kind of stuff, or whatever, like in retail. Yeah. So like it's always been a thing to like look nice, basically, in my house. Even if you don't have money, you look nice.
Yeah,
we know that.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah. So like, I think because of those things, my passions and the things that I liked allowed me to be a bit more curious than some of the boys I grew up with. Now, on the flip side, if I didn't have that, I don't know where I necessarily would have sat. I don't know if I would have like taken that just down the road to go down to like Shoreditch High Street or go out to like Soho and all that kind of stuff or whatever and figure out, or even just like speak to certain people, basically. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that would happen. So I'd say like, for sure, your area allows you to like see other things, especially when it's gentrified as well. But your passions also like give you some like
access.
Honestly, the similarities are so much, because my mum used to work at Harrods.
No way.
Yeah, my mum used to work at Harrods, and like fashion, you know what my dad's like? My dad is like a little fashionista. Like, so for me, like, I took after probably like both my parents. I like my retail journey is very similar to yours. Like, where haven't I worked? And like when I stopped working in retail, I stopped at like luxury retail. So in terms, like, for me, fashion was a big thing.
I always kind of wanted that, you know.
Listen, it's brazy, and I think, do you know what? That is a big part of my story.
Discount was beautiful,
because the Discount was a movie. But do you know what? It's not the discount. You know, it's the people that you met.
Legit.
The people that you met reminded me, life is bigger than this here, London. Life is bigger than this here, like whatever. Like, we are living in a bubble, and I think as well, like, where like a lot of my friendships, obviously I had friendships, you get friendships from school, college, work, and wherever. And so if you're working in, say, JD Sports, and everyone is just like you, black people from London or people from inner city, and then that's it, it doesn't get big. And the people that are buying from you are inner city, you know, a fairly small audience. Fine. When you're working at Gucci and the people that you're seeing are all like
types of people,
all types of people from everywhere. And I think that opened up my curiosity, in the sense that there's more to life than this. Let me see what's going on over here. It made me less afraid to ask questions and do certain things. And then I think that's where I realized for me that actually there are a lot of things that can be done, and it's okay if I don't have that one thing. But that brings me on to my second question, because I feel like based on our upbringing, where there was this traditional expectation of you have to be
a doctor,
whatever it was, whether it was doctor or lawyer, engineer, but you have to do a thing. Your career has to come with a one-word role. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, whatever, singer. There has to be a thing. And like when I think of like you, for instance, and what you just said, you said something earlier, like you can't really define what it is that you do, but you're a grafter. I don't really know like about you guys as well. Like I could never try and define myself. Obviously, I'm a copywriter, fine, but I'm not a copywriter. Like there's so many other things that I would do, and I feel like that has been a big part of sometimes like why we don't explore certain things, because maybe that's something that we had in our mind. Do you guys feel like that's what it's been for you? Do you feel like the way that you've been brought up kind of stifled
for sure
that side of things?
Big time.
Sure.
We had this conversation not too long ago in the sense that when I was like, before we moved to Essex, I remember back in the days I used to draw trainers. I used to draw Air Forces, I used to draw everything. And then it just got to a point in time, like as I got older, hearing your parents and family members drill into your head, so when are you going to become a lawyer? I knew I was never going to become a lawyer because that ain't my bag.
I think it was more me.
It was you and really my younger sister. With me, I could never figure out I wasn't that I could never figure out what it was, but I knew I was a creative guy. I was always into art, I was always into drawing, like stuff that was just different to everyone else. Everyone was like on like IT, all of this and all that, and I was never that person that was like focused on one thing. Like I'm just that type of person that just thinks of different things and just wants to try different things. But then it got to the point where it was like, okay, so what are you going to do when you go into uni? What are you going to do when you leave uni? What job are you going to jump? So
and
it kind of
pressure to become something,
and then you kind of get pushed into
one lane. That happened to me. I mean, all my life, like I was always told that I was going to become the lawyer of the family, the lawyer. You're the lawyer. You're the this. You did that. You did this. You did that. And just like Michael, like when I was growing up, I was very creative. I knew what I liked. I knew that I liked cooking. I knew that I liked fashion. I knew that I liked trainers. I knew that I liked art. I knew that I liked all of those things. But as I grew up here, and the defining moment for me was the transition from secondary school to sixth form for me. So it got to a point where I was like deciding what I was going to do in sixth form. It was like you had a choice of either do the things that you need to do to become a lawyer or do the things that you actually want to do. I did the things that I wanted to do to become a lawyer. I didn't get the grades that I wanted to. Ended up going to university, doing law. Now I'm not a lawyer. So it's a situation where all of that time where I was focused because everyone like put in my head that you're going to become a lawyer, you're going to become a lawyer, I basically neglected a lot of my talents. And I was even speaking to Michael about it yesterday. I was like, look, like it led to me being so focused on that one thing that I neglected everything else that I even stopped myself from taking risks. I stopped myself from taking risks and doing stuff like doing my cooking and pursuing that and pursuing my fashion life and pursuing like I love tailoring. I love tailoring. Like I think it's one of the most amazing things ever. Like that's always been my thing. And if I really think back to it, I probably should have gone down that route and did that. But because I was so focused on I need to become the lawyer, I need to do this, I neglected so much. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, maybe I should start taking risks. But because I'm so far gone, you're never too late. But it's a lot harder. You feel like it's a lot harder to make those decisions now. But you got to take risks in life, and you can't neglect the other things that you are, because everyone's going to continue telling you what you are, but only you know who you are.
Exactly.
You know what you love. You know what you like. So I feel like we're definitely in a day and age, and with the youngest that are out now, I feel like they're definitely in a place where they are more likely to go and do whatever the hell they want. Like there's no more rules.
But the internet has.
That's the thing.
I when I think about like TikTok and stuff like that, and like where the amount of opportunities that have been created, and the fact that a lot of people let the cat out of the bag now, like they want people to do well. You can see all of the different things that you could have done. You see how we were saying like, oh, you have to be exposed to a certain thing to gain that level of curiosity. It's available now. Like people are making it clear that you can do. You can see all of these things. So okay, cool. Next question. How do you know what's worthwhile and what is a waste of time?
That's a good question.
I think this is a good question for you, because obviously you've
done beats. So maybe I'll take it from like a schooling perspective. So like my mum wasn't like, oh, you have to do this or whatever. It was more like people around her. Basically. So I'd say, not because I went to school in Hackney, but like schools in Hackney weren't the best. Basically, I feel like I would have had a better outcome if I went to like a better school, basically in terms of academically. Yeah. But I'm happy for the way things turned out. So an experience that I think was good was uni. Yeah. So personally, I didn't go down the route, and I studied forensic chemistry. But I tell you now, from the ages of from like secondary school to like college, my grades were like VIBES vibes. Straight vibes.
I was just about to say.
I was thinking, what grades are those? It's not O levels. Like, that is a new grade.
International baccalaureate.
It could be. Yeah, my grades were straight vibes. I'm not gonna lie to you. But somehow I managed to make it into uni. And like grafted through it. Just about got through the line. But like man. it was an incredible time because like it really made me like I had to like sit with myself and like, okay, cool, are you actually gonna sit through this thing and keep like just about getting through something you don't really understand what you want to do with, and then like kind of just about do life, or like are you gonna do what you want to do and take a risk basically? Do you know what I mean? And it was funny because people on my course, they were like incredibly smart, like, and I mean like you know, like serial killer smart, those mad people smart. And I had some people, I had these boys on the course, they were from like UAE and they were like top guys, really funny. They was like, William, you should be doing fashion. And I used to get really offended. I was like, nah, man, I'm smart like you, man. Like, vibes, really. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like I think that was a great experience. Like there was a lot of people that I met. I think I learned about people and that helped me in life a lot. Like I think if you know how to manage people and like how to head your expectations as well, it teaches you a lot in general. Do you know what I mean? In the workplace. Even when you want to like start a project with someone basically, so like if you have someone that's mad talented but like they've got a problem with like being like sharp and on point and that kind of stuff or whatever, you know where you need to place them and what expectation you put on them as well. So like I'd want to start things with friends in like uni times or whatever, have all these brilliant ideas, but like one, the idea might not even been that good to be honest with you. Two, the person you're starting it with is a joker. Three, got no money. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you really doing? So then after that time, you kind of learn and you're like, okay, cool. If I want to start something and I want to like make it happen, I can do it by myself first. So I'm the only person I need to be accountable to. Do you know what I mean? And like you put out like kind of like a stipulation to yourself, like this is going to be my output. This is how I'm going to do it. And if I get noticed, yes, good. But at the same time, when I'm doing that, I'm not just going to do that thing alone. Because money I have to make. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there was a lot of things. But I don't know if everyone saw it in that way, but these are just like the lessons that I learned myself personally.
I think for me, somewhere along the line, I think I've just accepted like what even is a waste of time? Like what does that even mean?
Try stuff.
Like I think right now, first of all, life is short, but life is long. Like if, by the grace of God, like we have years to see ahead of us, but like life, you got a long time to discover the different things that you like, and like you just mentioned like all of these different things. I remember when you used to do the tailoring like heavy. I remember that like a couple. That's very much your bag. Stuff. And like when we think of even like just like when you were cooking general, I'd be like, why isn't this nigga like cooking like on a regular basis? So it's like you have all of these things. Like what does it even? Relax. I didn't say it was good. You see how you start making assumptions. No one said it was nice. Anyway, so when you have these like when you have all of these things that people can see, and I don't know if your parents did it with you as well, but like my parents would just like see me and say things like, Kesi, you should be a host. You should be on like CBBC, but it's because it's so far fetched. You're like, mum, stop trying shit. You're actually talking rubbish.
Our parents to do that, like
but like you hear those things and you're like, whatever. Like, okay, cool. But like now, real life, like now what?
Did they say? Can you say it again now?
Did they say that to you back in the days, or did they? Say that to you
when
now?
I was a kid, like when I was a kid, like my mum was very like in the same way that you said, like she didn't really. No one put pressure on me when I was younger to do whatever. But there was a lot of things around like, well, these men are doing whatever. So I'm sure my mum was looking at them. Do you know what I mean? Like a couple people were saying whatever. And
checked one recently.
That's good.
Words.
That's good. Don't get slapped checking your answers.
Be careful. I might have to try though. I'm going to tell my kids to exert some boundaries. You must relax.
Do you know, it was more like the check-ins that you have to be careful, you can get slapped.
You can.
But the check-in was more like, I remember this particular woman was like, are you following forensics? Isn't that other like you should be doing this, blah 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 blah. So obviously years later, I haven't seen her in it. So now I'm at Nike and I'm doing all these other things or whatever. She's like, are you still doing forensic? I said, no, auntie. No. She said, why? I said, I work for Nike. She said, I said, auntie, the money's good.
And her eyes open.
Yeah, like, that's how you tell them to relax. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I feel like for me, like the different things that I thought were just childish dreams, like things that didn't really mean anything. Now I'm like a lot more open to like, let me just give it a go, like, because this whole life thing that we're doing, and even like this podcast, for example, this was literally off the back of us just having loads of conversations and just saying, actually, like, this bangs.
Let's get it done.
Like, let's just actually just get it done and see. And I think in terms of like feeling the most fulfilled I've ever felt, this is probably the most fulfilled.
Do you know what?
I'm relaxed. Relax now.
I'm not gonna lie. I was telling Tobi earlier on. Yeah, today obviously I've just been chilling, and I was just looking at all my folders of obviously different projects that I've started and didn't get to accomplish. And I was looking at DBTH, and I was like, this thing has been consistent.
Yeah, that's sick, man. Yeah. Like, well done to you guys. It's amazing when you can look through things and be like, that was a bit of a joke. And and you start, or someone else like, how's that thing going? It's
like, relax. So we're not doing that anymore.
But you know what? I want to ask you a question. Do you feel like you found your purpose, or what would you define as your purpose?
So I think. That's how I found my purpose. I feel like I'm on the right lane to like find that, because I feel like things still unravel as you get older. Basically, do you know what I mean? I feel like you find new things that you like, new challenges and all that kind of stuff. And I'd say I'm on the path to like finding a purpose. And I think a purpose is something that's like, you know, that this is like hand on heart, you can say confidently, even if someone tells you you're crap at it, it's like you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you can speak about it so confidently at the back of your hand, like you're so assured in this, like it's assurance that this is where you need to be. And I think that's like walking in your purpose. So I'd say I'm on that path right now, 100%.
That's good, man.
What do you think that, if you don't mind saying, what do you think that is? What does your purpose look like?
So I'll say like it's got angles to it in terms of like, I definitely know that I need to be in a place where like I'm talking culture, like kicks, music and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But also on another flip side, I love writing. Do you know what I mean? So I've been able to get into like music and like doing projects and voiceovers and stuff like that as well. But on the other side, there's like, I'm really passionate about like I don't want to call it privilege, but I feel like it's a privilege in the sense that a lot of the boys that I grew up with are not into the things that I am, which has meant that they live different lifestyles to me. Do you know what I mean? So not all of us have ended up that way, but like some of my close mates like are not they're not free, or like they're not alive no more and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But my thing is like, if I can speak to people or like show them and like represent where we come from in a way that doesn't lead us in a mad place, I'm doing something amazing. Do you get what I'm saying? I love screaming Hackney because I don't think that enough people scream it in this way.
Do you know what? That's what I was gonna say, because obviously looking at your Instagram and also someone else that we both know, Frenzy as well.
Love Frenzy.
I see how you. I'm not gonna lie. The way you guys big up Hackney.
Yeah, bro.
It's like it feels like a proper movement.
Yeah,
in Hackney.
bro.
You're
like,
trying to change. Like,
when you
the
see the other
there.
side, and it's important. It's funny you said that. I've been saying change the narrative for like the last couple of weeks, but when you see like just some of the things we've seen, and I don't think we've seen the worst of it, but it's just like you have to shout out in this way because Hackney is a maze sometimes. Like, it's a big maze. Like even now, obviously, I feel like we're all like far removed. There's still things that like you'll hear some of your friends get involved in that, but like to be able to be in a positive place, like when I see Frenzy and Shalom like doing New Balance campaigns and stuff like that, like I'm like, that's hard. Do you get what I'm saying? Or like if I see Triple like doing like they're gonna be doing wireless with no signal. That's hard.
It's cold.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's
like there's so many like people who just didn't make it to this stage. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's because like nobody took time to tell them you could be doing this, basically.
That's why it hurts. It's not because they don't have the talent. It's the resource.
Yeah, the resource. That's the biggest thing. And I get pissed off when like people like, but you know, look at you, and I'm like, you can't use me as an example. Do you get what I'm saying? The things that I'm into allow me to be in a different way. And then also I think it's definitely down to personal choice as well. So like me and Frenzy talk a lot, and like I always talk about him, another guy called Figures, there's another guy called Codge as well. But Frenzy, like most of all, like they all listen, but Frenzy most of all, if he says, Will, what do you think about this? Like I remember one time he was like, I need to do more as an artist. I was like, bro, you're fit, like you're handsome, you should be modeling, you should be doing voiceovers, you should be doing something else. Next couple months, he was doing those things.
Yeah.
Sick. He actually takes on what
This is
people are
it,
saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, I was like, that's like, this is what we need to be doing. Like, people talk about movements and like collectives and all this stuff all the time. I don't think we are officially that, but I think that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, it
No, I
does.
like
It
that.
does.
I
But
love that
that is sick, because what I've noticed as well is that a lot of people see a lot of stuff in all of us. Like, people will point out certain things. For example, people have said, okay, this guy can cook. This guy can do this and this. And you won't actually take that on.
Yeah.
But the fact
You
that
never
you
do.
spoke to him and he was like, okay, well,
he
you
did
could
that.
have done this. And do you know how sick that
I
is?
Yeah.
think that, cause it comes down to what I was saying yesterday about taking the risk.
Taking
I
the
feel
risk,
like it
yeah.
actually gets to a point, and I'm actually at that point right now, where it's like you actually have no choice than to take the risk.
If you
now.
don't move, you
man.
won't move. Like,
No-
that's
no
where
one's
I'm
gonna
at.
make you do it.
And that's
yeah.
so, you know, I think that's the only waste of time, that living
Yeah.
with regret. That's
Yeah.
the only waste of time.
Big time.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I feel like I'm at that point as well. Like, I've been saying this to myself for like
I'm
the
actually
last
just
like
tired.
month or
I've
so.
got to do it.
I genuinely feel like transparently speaking, yeah, over the last 2 days, Mike will tell you, I have been crying day in, day out. I don't even know how my eyes aren't bloodshot right now. Like, I've actually been crying for the last,
Damn.
because I feel so unfulfilled. Transparently speaking, yeah, when I came back from DLT on Monday, obviously I've been out here all weekend, yeah, shaking ass up and down in this place, yeah, with like 3,000 black women here, 2,000 black women here, yeah. I've come back from the dance and I'm like, I've woken up in the morning, I'm like, what is this? What am I doing right now? I am just distracting myself from this thing that I'm running from. Like, whatever, like DLT is not relevant, recess is not relevant. The point is, like, I'm going to these places to escape the fact that I am not doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing. And so I've been saying to myself, if I don't move, I won't move. Like, and whenever I'm ready to do what I'm doing, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is
I
genuinely.
went through the exact same thing this weekend
That is
over the past few days.
that is all I've been doing.
Exact
Michael,
same
I've
thing.
been
nuts.
weeping.
So
Cause
when I messaged you and I was
That's
telling you
mad.
about me and Tobi having that discussion,
Yeah.
it's the exact same
it,
thing.
I feel like
Exact
I
same
feel like purpose is the topic, man.
Yeah, man, it is.
Right now, I feel like that's what do you guys feel like your purpose is?
I don't know yet, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I'm actually not mad at the fact
Yeah.
that I don't know yet. I feel like there's loads of things that I'm good at, and I feel like there is like some sort of like aim that I might want to get out of something that's to help other people and like express, like show what I can do, but also use that as some sort of light for someone else to come and do that same thing.
Yeah.
I know that's something that I want to do,
Yeah.
but in terms of what my actual purpose is, I don't think I know it yet, but I'm not
Yeah.
mad at that. I know a lot of people
Yeah.
probably sit there saying, oh, I'm annoyed that I haven't found my purpose yet.
Yeah.
But it's like, what am I running to?
I think
Like,
even the term purpose as well, before I answer your question, the term purpose as well, I feel like it changes. Like you were saying, Will, as you get older, you discover new things.
Yeah,
So your
you
purpose
evolve.
that was
Yeah.
when you was younger is not the same purpose you're going to have
Absolutely.
now. But in regards to mine, do you know what? I'm trying to be very intentional about myself and trying to see certain things that my heart jumps towards. Like, it energizes me. But I can't say that there's a specific thing. Like, I love having discussions, for example, the discussion that we're having right now. I love talking to people about things like this. I like talking to people about things that just have substance. There's something about it that makes me feel so good.
Yeah.
But I can't just say that, okay, that's my purpose.
Yeah, you can.
What?
Why not?
Can I?
I feel like this is what I mean. Like, I feel like even when you said like, what even is a purpose? Like, I don't feel like it needs to be this one word answer.
Yeah.
Like, my purpose is to be a doctor or
Yeah.
a lawyer
Define it
or
however you want,
whatever.
I think.
Yeah,
I think that's
exactly.
where everyone's been misconstrued for a
Yeah.
very long time, thinking that it is one specific
It's a specific thing.
Or
I
it's
don't think
career
it's that.
linked.
Yeah.
But what is so mad is that if you look at the way the world is going on right now and social media and stuff, they're like, oh, you need to find your purpose because your purpose
That's
is
Gary
this,
Vee
this,
and them,
this.
man. And I've
That's
already,
another issue, girl. This is
I've
them
already
done.
been saying already
them done,
how I
man.
feel about these goddamn
what's the book
motivational speakers. I don't know. Oh, Richard Poor Dad.
Poor Dad.
Them man there.
Great-
Shout out you,
great-
man.
great book.
Yeah.
Do you know
Great.
why
Yeah,
it's nonsense
okay.
though? Like, to like kind of not nonsense, but like you said, like
Say
I
it's
said,
nonsense.
your
Safe
purpose
space.
is redefined. I think depending on where you are at
At
That's
that
the
point in
point in life.
time.
Because like I think, okay, cool. If you take for instance, yeah, someone from where I live now, their purpose might be I need to make it till I'm 18. Cool.
Right.
Get to
Yeah.
18.
Right.
Get to 18. I need to make it out of the hood. You made it out of the hood.
Yeah.
I need to start making legal money. You start
Yeah.
making legal money. You make a family. I need to make sure my kids don't live the same lifestyle that I
Right.
live.
For
Right.
real.
This generation, like it changes continually.
All the
Do you
time.
get what I'm saying?
All the time. I feel like this is like part of the, whenever we've had this debate, that's very much been what it's about. But
Yeah.
for me, I think I've kind of just resigned to the fact that, like, for me, my purpose is, even if I say my purpose is to talk I'm a talker, I'm a writer, I'm a communicator. That is more than I need to even. I don't read. Sometimes I wonder how much of defining my purpose I need to do, or maybe it is just a thing of I just want to surround myself with things that bring me joy, that bring my heart joy, or just surviving, or just being able to do this, or being able to see tomorrow, whatever. It all depends. So I feel like for me, to answer my own question, I feel like my purpose looks like being a communicator. I think talking and writing tend to go hand in hand, whether it's hosting or I've been writing since I was like 14, 15. I've been like doing this talking thing. I feel like I like to chat. I've always said that. I like to chat in it like I'm a chatter. I can talk, and I like having deep conversations, but the depth is important, but the conversation is what
more important,
fulfills me.
I will say though, like there is like, I feel like there's a dip in good conversation these days. Like,
Big time.
Especially in like in settings like what you guys do in terms of podcasts. Like I think there's a lot of shit podcasts out there personally.
Do you know what? I was going to say that, but I thought, you know what?
Nah, I can say it.
We don't discriminate. We discriminate.
I can say it because no one can touch me.
Yeah.
You can't beat me up, so.
All right.
There's a lot of shit podcasts out there.
No, for sure. No, bro,
you know what?
I agree, man.
Yeah, no, I think, I feel like it like the thing that you love, this is gonna sound so corny.
Just say it, man.
The thing that you love is your superpower. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but it's facts. Like the time that I've thrived is when I just said yes to what felt natural to me, and like that has been what has genuinely saved my life. Like I'm not joking. When I think about the things that I've just like finally said yes to, those are the things that brought me out of like depressive episodes. Those are the things that like got me out of bed. Like, and it doesn't need to be this like majorly fulfilled thing.
100%.
Like, my salary might not be. Do you know what I mean? But I take pride in, and because for me, so I work in I work for a bank.
That's sick.
And well, I work for a bank, and like when I got there, I was 20. I can't remember, 24, I think, quite young in comparison to the colleagues I was working with. A lot of the people I was working with that were black were like 29, 30, getting houses, savings, stocks and that, Bitcoin and that. I'm like, I just learned what end of day meant. So like, I was still like learning what things are. Like, don't actually really know what's going on. Like, don't know what corporate is. Like, don't really know like where I am. And so like when I got there, I felt so underfulfilled. But then I started working on like the writing stuff, and then I did this show called Top 10 with Trend Central. Shout out you, man. And it was just completely off-brand. Like it was not what I was supposed to be doing. When I did that, I was like, got it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And so when I say that like what is natural to me is my superpower is while work is paying more, and someone will probably feel like I feel more accomplished when they hear XYZ brand. That's not my superpower. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not what saves me. And I feel like that is kind of like what your purpose is, and that's how you know like what you're doing and stuff.
And the one thing I do want to say is, if you still do not feel like that, don't feel like you're worthless. Because it's so sad that a lot of people.
Let me be honest with you, I was frustrated for a time, bro. Listen, I was frustrated for a long time. If you knew me when I worked retail, like I was so frustrated. I was like happy like working retail, but I wasn't making the right amount of money, like, and everyone thought I had money. I was broke.
Yeah,
broke as hell.
It's because your mum told you to dress nice. That's actually what it is.
No, for real.
And it's funny. It went on for time. Like, and I don't mean like a time ago. I'm talking like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have anything saved. Like, there wasn't a lot of money coming in. But like, I was frustrated because I was like, I wasn't getting to where I felt I needed to be.
Yeah.
So
I know how you feel, man.
I feel like people should like don't. I think the worst thing you could do is beat yourself up and stop trying. That's the worst thing ever. Because I always say, I know it sounds crazy, you don't know who's watching.
For real.
Facts.
Do you know what? Because we have done damage.
What's the time looking like?
It's 7:41. But one question I do want to ask, because I wanted to ask this question. Let me bring my laptop. The question is, when it's all said and done, what do you want people to know you for?
When it's all said and done, I always say I want to be remembered for my words. I want to be remembered for my words, man.
So good. I want to take that answer so badly.
You can.
I like it.
Because do you know what I love? As you said that, it just hit me now. I love when someone can take a quote from what you said and
remember what
and it just
you
goes
said,
on
sticks
over
in your
and
head,
over again,
yeah.
and people use it in so many different contexts. That's what you living on for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I hear what you're saying. The way I translated what you said in regards to your words is like also your character. Like I want there to be, if there's ever going to be an echo of me somewhere, like I want it to be because they said, yeah, like I've always said that, oh, every time someone sees me, they're like, oh, that's Kesi, she good vibes. Okay, that's fine. Like that's cool. I'm happy to be good vibes, but ultimately, like my character is very important to me. Like, and I want it to be a thing where if I've ever impacted anybody, I want it to be for a good reason. Like
100%.
I say this all the time. I think this is just it. I just want to finish well. Like,
that's it.
I just want to finish well. I just want to know that what I've done, I did it well, and if I made people happy in the process, fine. But ultimately, it's me in it. Yeah, I did what I needed to do, and that's it.
That's it.
What about you guys?
What for me?
I live life.
What do you know what do I want to be known for?
Yeah, that words was a good answer.
I think
Will, damn, I like it.
Think I want to be known for just being someone that's just been helpful.
Yeah,
that's really it. Like when I've noticed over the past few years, because obviously I work in project management, and I've noticed that I would say I've helped a lot of people based on my conversations and supporting them. I've helped them get into project management. So I've noticed that there's something there in regards to personal development that I don't know. It's just natural. It's just natural. But I just want to be known for just being able to just help people, not for my own benefit and not me being that guy that put you on, but just knowing that I helped someone get to where they wanted to be.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like we all, like you said, you being frustrated as well, bro. Bro, I've been there, and I will say from time to time I go in and out of it, being frustrated,
it's a process,
because
man.
I know I'm destined for great things. Like there's just some there's something in there. I'm in the sternum. There's something in there that's telling me, like, Michael, like there's something bigger for you.
Yeah.
So I think just helping people in general, in whatever capacity. Like I might not even be involved in that industry, but if I know someone that can help you out,
facts.
I'm good.
Yeah. What about you, Toby?
You know what? Yeah, I don't think I have.
Not an answer.
No, I'm being serious. I actually don't know if I have an answer for that, but I know for one thing that I do genuinely love is seeing everyone that's around me having fun, and just being a part of it. Like I'm a big guy. I'm big on memories. Like I love being able to say, you know, that time here when we went there, we really had a good time. And every time you go out, we're definitely gonna have a good time.
Man.
I'm not about bad vibes at all. I don't like it. So
your answer is
it's just actually good vibes.
It's
no, but it's facts. Yeah,
it's valid. That's where I am at right now. I'm here for having memories, making memories with different people, and just like knowing that everyone that's around me and as we're growing up, we are enjoying life no matter what.
There's something in that.
That's
where I'm at the moment, I guess.
I feel like when we finish this episode or whatever, at some point we're all gonna go back and watch this and see like where we're at and how it stands.
Like,
and I bet you any money that all of these different things that we've said is gonna show up in the things that we love the most. Like, I mean, it's a prayer, but like I just genuinely feel like the way that life works, and should we like walk in line with our purpose and whatever that actually looks like, I feel like it's gonna be very clearly closely linked to like the things that we've said that we loved. At least I pray. Anyway,
definitely.
But I think that brings us to the end of a very lengthy but amazing episode. This is really nice. Well, thank you for
Did you say what yours was?
Yeah. As I wanted to finish well in it. I don't really know in it. Like I don't think I know. I think it's a combination of all of those things. I am a helper by nature. That words one was really strong.
That it was very strong.
Words was big. And do you know what? I'm actually not even gonna guess it.
First, you're like, you know what?
God damn, that was good. No, but you know what? My thing is, and like we need to go in it, but like honestly, like Will, like no bullshit, and I will never say this if I'm not being serious. Your story is so similar. It's actually uncanny. So like when you were saying things, I was like,
is this me?
Is this me? So it was like some of the things that you had spoken on, I was like, damn, this is very similar to my story. But so I definitely feel like my words is definitely something that I want to be remembered for. I think that's a big part of my purpose. I don't really know what it is, whether that comes through writing or chatting.
I'm going to blow your
my
horn,
trumpet.
but
Thank you.
I'm telling her, when it comes to writing,
Smoky.
God.
About it.
Smoky.
It's mad with the keyboard. It's mad,
the
and it's like
keyboard.
every day when she says stuff, like I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, she'll be saying words, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I am not. I'm not like, I don't know. But with the keyboard, she's nuts. She's nuts. She's nuts.
Thank
That's
you.
great, man.
Okay, great. Let's end this episode, please. Okay,
man.
well, thank you so much, Will.
Thank you.
for having me, man. Thank
No,
you.
we
Amazing. This is
appreciate
a
you, man.
really, really good conversation.
Yeah, I loved
you know.
it. I
I'm
loved
surprised I didn't weep. I thought I was gonna cry. I thought it was coming through. But yeah, this has been a really, really, really nice conversation. And hopefully, like, you know, it pushes other people to start thinking about what makes them happy
100%, man.
move from there. Guys, thank you so much for riding. I mean, if you're still here at this point,
There's a lot of stuff you need to hear.
yeah,
No,
truly.
no.
Thank you
Too
very
many
much for
gems.
staying the whole way. This has been a great episode. I don't know what else to say. Will, where can we find you?
Yes.
Apart from Seekers.
HOS on everything, basically.
Brilliant.
Sick. You know
Yes.
what? That is sick
Beautiful.
that you're able to do that, because
A lot of names have been
mine
taken.
is all like
Yeah, it's
Nowadays,
Case
it's like-
Boogie in the cut one way.
That's
Case
it.
yo this way.
Yeah.
Mr.
I'm
MBT,
waiting.
MBT,
I need them to release
1992.
handles.
Nah.
Yeah,
It's mad,
sick.
it's mad.
Thank you very, very much,
Yeah,
honestly,
man.
for coming through, man. This,
Appreciate
Thank
No,
you
we
this has
guys.
been really,
man.
really
Appreciate it.
good.
This was fun. I loved
Yeah, no, it was good. Okay, come back soon.
it. I will.
Okay, okay.
Please, please. No, because there is that thing that we want to talk about.
Yeah, we're
after
gonna have to talk about that offline. I don't actually know what it is you're talking about, but we'll talk about it offline. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for tuning in for another week of DBTH Podcast.
man.
You can find us on Instagram, DBTH Podcast, Twitter, DBTH_podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. Have I missed anything out? And YouTube. No, I said that already.
Oh, that's it.
And YouTube by searching DBTH Podcast. And Road to 500 is still alive and kicking.
Yes, sir.
So you need to follow us on Instagram at DBTH Podcast. Once we hit 500 followers, giveaway dead.
There is a giveaway, man.
There is a giveaway, bro.
Don't you like money?
Don't you not like money?
Look.
Listen, if I don't see J Huss on this Drake album, yeah, riot. Anyway, it's a story
Look.
for another day.
Well, this is episode 75.
75, big
Well, thank
75.
you so much, man.
Thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate you guys,
truly.
man. That was
Guys, we'll
TH.
see you next week,
We out.
man. We are out.
Peace.
Peace.